What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. I'm here with my co-host Carl once again for another live stream during our Black November month, a full month of promotions. And by the way, today is the last day of Phase 1, isn't it? So
That's right.
yeah, we got a lot of things that are on sale, and today, by 5 p.m. is going to be the last day. We're going to put a timer that you see on the screen there. We sent out a couple of emails, and a lot of people have already been kind of getting into the best deals that we mentioned on the last live stream. As an example, the EM1010 is discounted to just under $6,000 with also free shipping. So a lot of people have been kind of getting in on those deals, and then at 5 p.m. today, it's going to be the start of Phase 2. So the prices are going to go up a little bit, but still getting a good deal for the entire month. But those that took action early are going to get the best deal.
And they still have 3 hours left.
Correct. So
approximately.
Yeah. So wanted to kind of jump on a quick kind of spontaneous live stream here just to show you guys a couple of things, remind you guys of some of the promos that we have going on, but also, Carl will also be demonstrating a couple of demos. I think we got two demos scheduled for today's live session. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some. So give us a little bit of a sneak peek on what you have planned next, Carl.
Well, I have this nice puff embroidered hat over here. Mm-hmm. Nice puff embroidery.
Right, but you noticed something different.
Like maybe the embroidery on the bill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what is that?
That's the surprise. We're gonna show you live action, baby, that you can do this on your machine.
Yeah, because we got a lot of questions. I think I saw a question on the Ricoma official user group whether this was doable on the cap.
It is.
And so the short answer is yes, it is. We'll show you exactly how that's being done. But also just to give some background to people that might not know kind of what this is about. A lot of times when you see embroidery on bills of caps in stores, it's already pre-assembled.
Correct.
Right? They're embroidering on the fabric, and then they're assembling the cap afterwards.
Correct.
This is usually done overseas where garment manufacturing is still very prevalent, but probably not here in the U.S. But we're kind of showcasing how you can do sample designs or one-off sort of orders where you can embroider directly on an assembled hat, right, on the bill. Is that correct?
Correct. And the machine goes through it like butter, so it's really not that difficult. However, this is somewhat of an advanced technique. Mm-hmm. So unless you are very familiar with the machine, this is not something that I recommend you just jump right into doing. It can be done. The machine does it easily, and I'm going to show you live right now, or as soon as we break. But there are certain limitations or certain things that you have to keep in mind, in consideration in the digitizing. Mm-hmm. And also how you hoop it. So hooping is essential. The digitizing is important, but can it be done? Absolutely. I mean, it comes out great.
Yeah. And so, these are the things that, other companies don't tell you, right? Like they show you that it can be done, but then they don't tell you the kind of intricacies and nuances of what to look out for to get the best results, right? Because you got to have the right, not only the right hooping, the right digitizing,
correct,
the right placement, of the actual design, and then even some intricacies of the number of trims you have in there so that you can have the best results. It's just not just, it can be done, but like how and what are the 5-6 things you should keep in mind to be aware of.
Yeah, and just so you know, we are making a video about it, and also I'm using 7511 needles, Henry.
Oh yeah?
Not 90, just regular 70, the same needles that you get your machine with is what I'm using. So I haven't changed anything. I'm running the machine as is.
Okay, so no need for a thicker needle or any other special
No
setup.
modifications.
And no and can be done with just the hoops that come with the machine, the cap frame?
You don't have to get anything special. You just have to know how to do it.
Okay. Well, that's...
And it's pretty simple. It's not that difficult.
Right. So that's why the technique and, sometimes people see these things being done, but don't really know kind of, how is that being done? And so, at Ricoma, we're all about the education, and we don't gatekeep any information.
Correct.
So we kind of, some people were curious about, can this be done? And it's like, sure, it can. I mean, we could have easily left it at, yeah, it can. And then
that's right.
And
you can.
Yeah.
See you later.
Right. But then we're actually going to show you how it's being done, demonstrate it live, and on top of that, as bonus tips to have you keep in mind some of the considerations, right? Because
Sure.
just as a preview to that. One of the things that I would imagine is like this is, even though the needle can go through it, this is pretty thick material, isn't it?
Yes, and most caps these days, these bills are made out of some type of polymer plastic.
Okay.
It's like a polyester plastic polymer. It is moldable and stuff. That's how it keeps the shape.
Okay.
Some of them are done with cardboard. But again, you can do it. It's just a matter of digitizing, hooping, and being patient.
Okay. And then also it's because of the type of material it's going through. It's kind of a little bit of a what, like you said, is it kind of like cardboard-ish?
You know what it's like?
Uh-huh.
A thick milk jug.
Okay.
Think of a milk jug at home, or like one of your, the Tide, the big, those laundry detergent type of plastic.
That type of plastic.
Very similar.
Okay.
A little bit thicker because it is about 3 mil. So it's a little bit thicker than that, but that's around what we're looking at.
I see. Okay. And I would imagine that some of the considerations that you'll probably be kind of talking about is just I'd imagine the needles will wear out faster. No.
Absolutely. This is something that if you're going to do it, as you said before, anytime you're going to do embroidery on the bill, it is recommended that you have it done pre-assembly. So you embroider the fabric, you assemble it, it's done. And it looks cleaner on the inside because you don't have the stitching on the inside. It gives it that nice professional look. However, if you wanted to do this as a one-off, I wouldn't be doing these mass production.
Okay.
I'd maybe do 1 or 3, but it is going to wear out your needles. And there may be other things that you may prematurely wear out on the machine by doing something because it does take a little bit more power.
Right, it's because it's so thick.
Yeah, so if you try to drive a needle, I could take a needle and punch it through this, but man, it kind of hurts your finger after. So imagine if you're doing that multiple times. The machine handles it, you're going to see just perfect. However, you do have to change your needles more frequently because needles are consumables, and even on regular fabrics, they recommend that you change them every 8 hours. So imagine with this, I'm thinking every 3 to 2 hours of use because it is very hard, plastic that you're going through.
It's no different than like if you were to embroider on like a Timberland boot or something, or like leather. If you're gonna do that consistently, that you would expect you're gonna go through more needles and more wear and tear.
You could use a 90. But like I said, we're using it with a regular standard 7511, no titanium, no special coating. However, if you did use a titanium 8010 or 8012 with the coating, that might help it because that Teflon coating on the titanium needle does help it slip a little bit.
Okay.
And there are things that you can do, but this was just to show that right off the rip, straight stock without any type of modifications, no exhaust, no turbo, nothing. It's working just fine.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so can't wait to see that. Let's see who's in the chat. If you're joining us today, someone asked what time are the demos. Carla Edwards from YouTube. What time are the demos? So it's going to happen shortly after this. We're going to start, in the next five minutes or so, and then the first demo is going to go for about an hour, and then we'll take a short break, and then we'll also have another demo on the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer DTF printer
with sublimation capabilities.
Yes, that's correct. That later on as well. We'll kind of be doing some live, prints.
Henry.
Yeah.
Carla Edwards. That's funny. My name is Carl Edward. That's my first name, Carl Edward. Right? Her whole name is Miss Carla Edwards.
Yeah.
Like Carl Edwards, the race car driver. So when you said that, I was like, did I say something in there? I'm posting myself secretly while you guys don't notice.
Let's see here. Okay.
So just in case, man, you guys missed out on some really good deals, or you still have 3 hours to catch up. And if you go to Instagram, Racoma HQ, you can still find all the codes that you can put into Racoma.com and still get your discounts. So substantial discounts on the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer DTF printer with sublimation capabilities. You've got the EM1010. You've got the double head. That one you've got to call in for that one. The MT1502 2-head, that's less than a single head machine. That's a big deal right there.
Yeah.
So
we're showing on the screen here is just some kind of an overview of some of the discounts that we're offering. And again, all of these prices are gonna go up, by the end of by 5 p.m. today. So you got that timer on the right bottom corner of your screen, throughout this live stream that you'll be able to see, where you kind of keep track of when that timer runs out. But essentially at 5 p.m. the team's going to switch over everything to the new pricing. But yeah, let's bring up the overall screen again. Just wanted to kind of go over some of the stuff, some of the highlights that we have going on, right? So first and foremost, a lot of people have been getting the EM1010. Obviously, it's a very affordable entry level machine, right? You can also show a demonstration on that in the next session. That one used to be $8,995, so right around $9,000 mark. It's now $6,000. So a $3,000 discount there. That's going to go up at 5 p.m. today. We have the 20 needle MT2001 20 needle machine that used to be right around, what is that, $16,000, and then now it's dropped to $12,000. So that's going to be $11,995. Also available, before 5 p.m. today. Then you have the SWD 1501, which is kind of the wide format. The third one you see on the screen there. More wide format for like specialty items. You can do. You have a huge sash frame. That one is also dropped from $15,995 to $11,995. And then the highlight on the to round out the highlight on the embroidery side, you have the two-head machine, which it's going for $16,995. So right under $17,000 for the MT1502. The marquee single head is the same price. So you're kind of like getting the double the production for the price of a single head if you go with the MT1502. All right. So that rounds out the embroidery side, and then of course for the printers, we're going to demonstrate to you the Luminaris 200 wide toner transfer printer. That one is on sale for $24.95. It used to be $44.95, so you get $2,000 discount there. And then last but not least,
with that money, you can get yourself the sublimation kit.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you can. So for $44.95, you can also get a heat press with it if you need a heat press. Yeah, sure. You can do a lot with $2,000 of savings.
You could bundle it up.
Exactly.
It's all about the bundle.
Yeah. And then of course, if you're looking for kind of full blown roll to roll DTF, you have the Revel 2 24-inch DTF for $19,995. Used to be $24,995, so you get $5,000 discount there. All of the machines that you see on the screen there has free shipping, so those can save you an additional $500 to $1,500 depending on which machine you're getting. So a ton of savings there, but again, they do go up at 5 p.m. today. And then we're starting a phase 2. So and just to kind of round this out before we get into the demo, if you guys joined us for the last live or have heard about our Black November sale, okay, we've broken it down into 3 phases. We have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 is the one that ends today at 5 p.m. Okay, and then it goes to phase 2, which I believe goes to until the 24th. And then the last week of November is phase 3. So the longer you wait in November, the less discount you're going to get. That's why we've done it that way, where instead of just Black Fridays for one day, we want to reward the people that are taking action and taking action early and getting in early. And hundreds of you have already done so, whether it's on the website with heat presses and sewing machines and all the accessories, or the EM1010 and the printers. A lot of you have already jumped in on that. That phase does end today, and then we'll kick off phase 2 for some of the stragglers that are in the middle, still trying to see what they want to do. That will happen for the next kind of 10 or 12 days or so. All right, and then for the really procrastinators till the end, then you're waiting on phase 3, which you're still getting a good deal, but certainly not as good as phase 1 and phase 2. So that's kind of how we've structured it for the entire month. All right.
That's great.
Okay, so Carl.
Before we go though,
yeah.
I'm not a pyromaniac, but I am going to start a fire right now.
Okay.
So last week, we did a live activation, if you will, in a elementary school.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We sold over $300 worth of product in about three to 2 hours, something like that. It was crazy. Now, if you already have a large industrial machine like an MT single head or a double head or a triple head, and you want to branch out and get out there and let people know what you're doing, and also do make some extra money. We did it kind of philanthropically, where we went there, we made
towels, right?
everything we sold. We made kitchen towels. They were having a little Italy theme, so we made some kitchen towels.
Italian night
Right.
theme, yeah.
We sold towels like over $300, like I said.
Nice.
And if you have an industrial machine, what you could do is some of them we had embroidered already.
Okay.
And all we did while we were there was put people's names. We personalized them. Somebody wanted the Reinhardts. They wanted
and right in chroma, no?
No, right on the machine.
Oh, right on the machine.
We
okay.
didn't need the laptop. We didn't need anything. We just typed it right in and embroidered it right there in front of them. And people were mesmerized and captivated, and all the kids were just like, "Oh my God, what is that? Is that a 3D printer?" And I'm like, "Yes, but it uses thread."
Yeah.
And it was really cool. So even if you have a professional setup with all these embroidery machines, and you want to just get something that you can go and do other locations with. It was just me and Jasenia, and we both picked up the machine, put it on the cart, we rolled it right in. It was so easy. It only weighs 90 pounds. So it was such an easy setup, and we were able to control everything right there and make custom stuff right on the spot without even using the computer.
Nice. So yeah, that's some ideas for people that are, that for your local schools or small craft shows, you can do that.
Just take it with you.
Right, just take the machine with you, pre-embroider some designs that maybe people will like, and then you can also add customization on the spot. When they're there. So that's certainly something that we shot some footage of that. We probably kind of post that on social media later. But that's a good idea. And then we can demonstrate the EM1010 to kind of showcase what that can do as well. We'll kind of showcase some cool stuff there. All right. So
it's time for demos.
Yeah, time for demos. We're gonna put a short video, and then Carl's gonna set up right behind us. All right.
Let's do it.
What I love most about the EM1010 is the ease of use, the smoothness of how it runs, especially trying to knock out 100 polos. It just goes really fast.
I would say about 70% of our stuff is embroidered, and there are times when the machine is running all day for 2 weeks. Nonstop.
Machine that I had did not have the capability of being able to do the hats and the boots. After much research, we ended up with the Ricoma brand. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have this machine, and find out that it's absolutely a fantastic company. There's tons of support and absolutely love it.
I have the Ricoma EM1010. Ricoma has a great financing. That's part of what got me hooked up with them in the first place, because I could sell one item basically and pretty much cover my machine.
When the machine was delivered, Ricoma sent everything that we needed to start. They gave us the threads and the backings and the hoops, and everything was all supplied.
Ricoma offered some amazing training. I went out, I got trained myself, and then I came back and I trained my staff. We embroidered a job probably the day after I came back from training. I mean, I think the EM1010 is a great starter machine. It's got everything that you need in terms of quality and ease of use. Sometimes I wish we would have got two of them. Thank God we found the Ricoma EM1010.
What I love most about the EM1010 is the ease of use, the smoothness of how it runs, especially trying to knock out 100 polos. It just goes really fast.
I would say about 70% of our stuff is embroidered, and there are times when the machine is running all day for.
All right, so we're in front of the EM1010 right now. Carl, explain to us what you're going to be doing today.
We are going to be doing some freestanding lace. So I have something that started already. We can get that started right now.
Okay.
And this is just one of the things that this machine can do. We're doing freestanding lace, and we're using water-soluble toppings. So this is just a regular napkin, like a $1 napkin, and you can turn this into a $20 heirloom in no time with the EM1010.
So how is this? Explain the process of how this is done.
So you're going to take water-soluble backing and hoop it.
Okay.
And then you lay the towel down right on top of it, and almost as if you're floating it.
Okay.
And then the machine is going to start and tack down the towel. And then we're using the applique technique, you're going to cut that area out. Once you cut it out, you're going to hit start. and then it's going to start doing the lace, and it's going to merge them together and bind them. And at the end, you're just going to dip this in water, and all the water soluble will go away.
Okay, I see. So that's how you're able to achieve this effect of, like, you know, even beyond the edge of the towel.
And when it sews out, when it embroiders out, everything is bound together, so it's all stiff, you know. So
I see.
everything is weaved with each other, so
Okay.
it's going to hold itself.
Nice. Okay.
Or you can do stuff like this. This is a very similar technique
Okay.
using applique again, where you do your tack down stitch. It's going to tack the towel down. You cut out these little holes, and then you hit start, and then you do it again, and you just keep embroidering. And the inside is with water soluble as well.
So it goes away after you dip it in water.
Right, and this after. So you would do put it on the water soluble backing, cut the little towel out, leave the backing on the back. You're not going to cut all the way through it.
Okay.
And then you embroider it, and it comes out like this. So again, you can turn a $1 napkin into a $10, $20 heirloom type thing, where, you know, people are going to pass this down every Thanksgiving. They can use it.
Right.
And you can put people's names.
This is nice. Yeah.
This is super cool.
This is cool where like the design extends beyond the.
I think
the
it's
napkin.
fantastic.
Yeah. Nice.
So it does require a little placement thing, but when you're embroidering, you do your placement stitch first.
Okay.
And it's going to tell you where to put the towel.
I see.
So you put the towel based on those coordinates, and then once you start it, it's going to, you know, bind it all together, and that's it. So it's really, really cool.
So what are we making on the machine here? So this is also part of freestanding lace. What's kind of the end result?
So this is your water soluble backing right here.
Okay.
And if you look behind you, Henry, that is the end result. All those ornaments are
these
made
ornaments.
with the freestanding lace.
Ah, okay. So you can really do this for and you can use like different types of thread for different effects.
Correct.
So
And
this is more like the
metallic
yeah,
thread.
Okay.
And what you
Metallic
do,
thread.
in order for both sides to be the same, you put the same on the bobbin that you do on top.
Okay.
So that way the image comes out the same. So no matter how it's hanging, it's gonna come out, you know, beautiful and look nice.
So the most obvious is to use white. That'll be the easiest.
That would be the easiest.
Yeah, okay.
But if you really want to go technical, you can use something like this. So we had to do the white in one stop, then pause it, and then do the color in the next.
Okay.
Which I think this is something that I forgot to do right here.
Okay.
Because right now it's doing the color. Oh no, it's still doing the white. We
Okay.
have a pause built in, and then if I do have that bobbin, I'll switch it. Otherwise, it's okay. But yeah, now another thing, you can also embellish it with some bedazzles. She kind of took rhinestones and glued them to it.
Okay.
And if you look at some of these, you notice a little glitter.
Uh-huh.
While this is drying, after you soak it to get the water soluble out, it is still a little tacky.
Okay.
So you
And then you
sprinkle
get- oh,
that
some
little
glitter.
stardust, the
Ah.
fairy dust on it, and it sticks to it, and it doesn't come off.
Nice.
And it makes it look really, really nice.
Yeah. So these you can use for Christmas ornaments.
Christmas, Halloween,
yeah,
you know,
decoration.
we made a whole bunch of them. So Henry,
Okay.
you're gonna get your hands dirty today.
Okay.
So
All right,
we
what are
have
we gonna
we have the embroidery with the water soluble backing.
Okay.
And so now we're gonna take it, and this is kind of like, it's a little cold, but you know, usually if you have hot water, it'll
Okay.
dissolve right away.
So you just dip it in.
Just dip it in there.
Okay. You
And
already start to see it.
as
Yeah.
Miss Janet say, you're gonna wash it, and
Okay.
as soon as you're done washing it, we're gonna lay it down on this towel, and you can see it's getting it's already coming
it's
off.
already coming off. Yeah.
Now, don't use paper towels for this. You want to use a regular towel.
Okay.
So now you're gonna take a regular towel and lay it down on the towel.
All right. So
Now
this is
show
good?
it. Look at that. Let me put this down.
Okay.
So if you look at that, we went from this with
now-
all this
to
stuff
now
to like,
this.
oh my God, look at that.
Okay.
So now, while it's in this state, while it's in the drying state, you can take your little dust.
Okay, and
And just
decorate it
sprinkle
more.
it
It's
on
a
it.
little bit sticky.
It's
with
a little
it, yeah.
sticky. It's almost like gelatinous.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted you to do it. So it's
Okay.
almost gelatinous, but it does
Okay.
wash off.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah,
wash
yeah.
off. It's no
Okay.
big deal.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
so now you can heat press it. You can just kind of let it dry on its own on the towel.
Okay.
And at the end, you're left with something really beautiful.
Nice. Very good. So this is exactly what we're making.
That's
here.
exactly what we're
Okay.
making here.
Awesome.
And with the big mighty hoop, you can do about 5 of them at a time in
Okay.
this size.
So it saves you having to
Correct.
rehoop every time.
Correct. So
Okay.
that's the idea. Anytime you're using water soluble and you're making these type of things, you want to try to make as many as you can within that hoop.
Okay.
And then you cut them out and soak the whole thing and you're done.
Right.
Because you're not going to hoop and cut because you waste a lot of material. So
Okay.
it's ideal. And if you notice, the bobbin was the same on both sides.
So we changed the bobbin to the red bobbin during that color swap.
Correct.
Okay.
and then you just have to pause it. You put a pause in the program or put it on automatic manual, and every time it stops, you change your bobbin, put it in, and it's done.
Got it.
So
Okay.
that's that. Now, you know, and if you're wondering, you can also make puff hats with the EM1010, and this was made on the EM1010.
Okay.
So it can handle puff no problem. So we can see this, and I wanted the camera to see this because a lot of times when you take your puff out, you've got all these little dimples of puff kind of sticking out, right?
Yeah. Do we have something to clean it up?
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's first see the.
Yeah, and
Let's first take a look at what it looks like prior.
Yeah.
And then right.
They're
So
gonna see it melt right in front of their eyes. So get a
maybe-
good close up
yeah,
on
maybe
that.
We can let's see, move it. I'm just gonna move it up a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So you see there. All right. You still see some imperfections and threads that are kind of you know, sticking out, and there's some remnants of the puff of the foam, and then we're gonna show you after what that looks like after the cleanup. So, Carl, what is the cleanup method for something like this?
So the easiest thing to do is to hit it with the heat gun.
Okay.
Now, there are different heat guns that have more wattage. If you're not used to this, you might want to start with something like this.
Okay, so something small.
It's smaller and not as hot. So you'll
Okay.
have to make more passes. It'll take just a couple seconds, but once it starts, it's going to do it, right?
Okay.
Now, if you use one of those big industrial heat guns, you could
Like one
potentially
pass.
burn it. So
All
you
right,
have to
so
be
you have to
very careful.
Okay.
Okay.
So the kind of gotta be get used to the distance you hold it at and what
Correct.
kind of temperature.
Right.
Okay.
So if you guys can watch right now, and there are little picks that you can use to push the foam in and kind of, you know, like let's say there's a little piece of foam sticking out, you can tuck it in and
Yeah,
just kind
right,
of seal
right.
it, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna hit it with this heat gun.
Yeah,
and
but once the heat touches it, the foam shrinks, right? And then it becomes
it does
fused in.
shrink, and all these little tips, all
Yeah.
the little tips that are exposed just kind of tend to hide like a turtle. They go,
Okay.
"Wink,"
Yeah.
you know? So ideally, if you're doing this a lot, you wanted something stronger, but it's better that you use something like this to get used to it first. And already you can start seeing the magic happen, and it's
Yeah.
going to start disappearing right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
All these little things are now disappearing, and I'm just kind of floating it. And as I move along, the heat is already transferring over to the next section, so you don't have to do this.
Okay.
Just kind of move it along, nice and slow.
It's like one section at a time.
Yeah, and
Okay.
get used to this motion, because with a industrial heater, you will burn the hat, and I mean scorch it, so you have to be real careful. So here you can see half of it has been done, and that didn't take too long.
Okay, so let's see like kind of a
Look at the half
like,
and
like
half.
A, like a comparison.
So this half was done right here, and that half wasn't.
Right. So you see the RIC is a little bit kind of tighter. Right, the stitches are more tighter, less of the foam and threads popping out. And then we're gonna do everything now and then see how that turns out.
Yeah, I love this like magic, if you will, you know, because you look at it and you're thinking, you know, it could be cleaner, but then once you hit it with this, it's just amazing. Now, this also depends on your digitizing as well. So digitizing is really important when you're making this type of puff embroidery. You want to have no more than 0.20 density.
Okay.
So 0.18 is ideal. Anything more than that, you're going to get into needle breaks, thread breaks, because you're jamming the needle in the same hole 10 times over and over again. So, you
yeah,
know,
guys, take down that note. Is it 0.18 is ideal?
0.18 is the smallest you want to go.
Okay.
And you can get away with 0.20. Now, one of the secrets is you're going to use the foam that matches the color of your thread to the best.
So I can hide it though.
Because if any of it sticks out, it's not going to show.
Yeah.
So don't use white foam on a black hat or black on a white hat. You know,
Right.
so always try to color match it the best you can in order to get that beautiful finish. And we're
Okay.
almost done here.
All right, let me see some any comments here. Yeah, guys, let us know if you have any questions on these demos that we're doing. We can help clarify. Let's see. We got some people from Europe, in the Netherlands, also present.
So it's too bad It's too bad we couldn't do like a freeze frame of before and after, but man, if you look at this now, it's changed totally.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
And I really
it-
didn't
it-
need to do much to it.
Yeah, it probably is like you can see it in person
Yeah.
much better. On camera, might not show the difference as stark as it before. We can even like poke in this little these foam
Yeah,
pieces
anything
too.
that's left over at this point,
Yeah.
you can just poke it in and you're good to go.
Right. So, but in person, you see a lot less of the kind of
These little things picking out of the foam.
the fringes of the foam that's sticking out. So we'll try our best to kind of show you the end result here.
I mean, look at that. That's nice.
Right. So now it's a lot tighter. You see on the under the R and the A, like the lines. Those are very very nice and tight. And then even the overlapping the letters, all of the satin stitches are super tight. So if you see any other imperfections, like I see one on the dot of the I where the foam is still poking out, you can just take like one of the snips and just poke that in, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna shrink like every piece of foam. So some of the bigger chunks that are still left,
Yeah,
you just poke it in.
With good digitizing though, that kind of will go away. But every now and then you'll get a little loose one, and you just got to fix it. Now,
Okay.
Here is the snowman. It's not done yet, but just to show you how it's constructed and how the digitizing works on this. So you have your lattice underneath, and that lattice is going to help bind everything together. And
Okay.
on top of that, you're going to start with the big the lace, the
Okay.
big pieces of lace.
Okay.
Now this is the front. We didn't change the bobbin, so this is what it looks like in the back. You see how it looks much more appealing when you change the bobbin color?
Right, because then it's like it's freestanding on its own.
Right.
It's the same color.
So
yeah.
if this thing was in the window or on your tree, kind of floating around and it's
Right,
spinning,
right.
you wouldn't see the white. So
Okay.
that's why you can do it like this if you want. But when you change the bobbin, it gives it that extra touch, and it makes everything solid. So no matter how you look at it, you don't know which
which way
end
is
is up.
front or back? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then once, I would do another one here, maybe put a couple small ones and just spread them out. That way I can use up this whole piece of, and we use 2 layers or up to 3 layers of the water soluble.
Okay.
And there's different types that you can use, but stuff like this is great.
Okay.
You can use Badgemaster film to get the same effect, except you're not going to see, you won't be able to cut the film from the middle.
Okay, because
So
it's not soluble.
it's not
so
soluble.
You just pop it out, and then only the edges will pop out,
Correct.
right? And
So
then,
it'll
okay.
be more like a stained glass, if you will,
I
where
see,
you
I
can't see through it.
Right, right. Okay.
So that's the EM1010 with the magnetic hoop.
Okay.
Great little unit for $5,995, and this thing, like I said, it's easy. You can take it anywhere, do anything with it.
Yeah,
Now,
it comes with the machine, comes with the stand, the table here for you to place stuff. Also comes with a starter kit of thread, backing, needles. Comes with the cap hoops, right? So that as you mentioned, this cap for 3D Puff was done on the EM.
Correct.
So the EM can certainly do caps as well. So
That's right.
comes with the cap attachment, comes with the cap rings.
4 hoops.
Right, 4 hoops.
4
of
different
sizes.
sizes of hoops. It comes with 2 cap rings, the cap driver.
Yeah.
It comes with the hooping station to help you hoop your hats.
Okay.
Everything you need. It's gonna come with all the threads that you need to start. It's gonna come with backing. Madeira has a little starter package that it sends out.
Yeah,
so
like needles, backing,
even some hats.
threads.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
a couple hats, some auto
Okay,
hats and
all
stuff
right.
like that. So
And all of
everything
that,
you need.
all of that for just under $6,000.
That's right.
Only until you got about 2.5 hours left. A
And
little
it
less
comes
than
with the
that.
stand.
Yeah, yeah.
It comes with
I
the stand,
mentioned-
so everything you need, yeah.
So that you can roll this like easily for the activation we did
yeah.
at the school.
That's what we did.
We just put it on the stand and we rolled it in.
We rolled it right
Yeah,
in.
we
It
rolled
was
right
so
in.
easy.
Yep.
Now we're gonna switch over to the marquee,
Okay.
and we're gonna show you how we did this type
Oh,
of
and
stuff.
and just before we do that, the only thing left on this is just to what? Just dip it in water
Well,
well,
we have to finish letting it do the red.
Okay.
But that'll be done in like about 5 minutes or not
Okay.
even. And then once it's done, you would just cut around it, dip it in the water, and it's gonna disappear.
like what we did.
So it's gonna
Okay.
cut out like this.
Oh, so we cut it out and then we just dip it in water.
That's right.
Okay.
And that's it. And if you use hot water, it dissolves like right away. So the hotter the water, the better.
Okay.
And then you just lay it on a towel, let it dry, and then that's it. You can just
Awesome.
lay it flat and add your sprinkles to it right then, and that's it.
Okay. All right.
Don't drink the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you are putting your cap to embroider. What you want to do is you might have to take a flathead screwdriver and just pry the bill stop up just a little bit.
Okay.
Just enough to fit the bill just underneath it like this, okay?
Okay.
And then you're going to take the strap and just throw it over it and then clamp it in place. So you might hold on to that for a second. Hold on to the hat. I just have to
Hold on to the hat. Okay.
Yeah, let me just
You
give
gotta
this.
tighten the-
I just have to tighten it just a little bit. Let's go right about there. Okay.
Okay.
So there's just a couple little modifications because remember you don't have all the hats, so there are gonna some changes that you have to
Okay.
make to it. But you just want, and if this was on the hooping station, obviously it'd be a lot easier to do. But we're gonna show you right
gonna
now that we
freehand
can do
this.
it freehand right there.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
So it's in the hoop. So you are limited to how big your bill is. So the longer the bill, the bigger the design is. So you are going to have to customize the design for
Based on
the
your
hat
bill.
that you're making.
Okay.
Right.
So some of the longer bills, I assume you're able to fit more of it inside the.
Well, you don't necessarily need to fit more. It just allows you, because this is what I need to hold the bill in place.
Okay.
I could sneak it out a little bit more, and that
Okay.
would give me a little bit more
room.
distance.
But that's that little space is all you need to
Yeah,
strap
you
in
don't,
place.
and you
Okay.
could even do less.
Okay.
You could even do less than that.
Okay.
Now, one thing that you have to keep in mind is you're going to be able to embroider a straight line across like this. You can't embroider on these edges unless you turn the hat.
Okay, right.
Because remember, you have all these heads and they're all flat. So the one needle is not going to be able to go here unless you kind of scrunch the hat and you do this,
Okay.
which you can do. However, sometimes when you do this to certain hats, they lose that shape,
Uh-huh.
and then it's
That
just
doesn't look
ugly,
good,
and
right.
you don't want to do it. You know.
Okay,
So
okay.
there are ways to keep the bill or
so-
the hat out of the way.
So more so, we're talking about embroidery in like mostly in this area.
Yeah, that whole front side.
Okay.
So you have about a 2-inch area or 1.5-inch area that you can embroider. Now, if you reposition the hat, then you can embroider different places.
Sure, okay.
So that's not a problem. It's all about
If you-
repositioning.
right. If you want to do it in one run, this is probably where you want to stick at.
Correct. Now
Okay.
you could do that one run like that, and then just kind of just clip that into it the same way I did this. So just turn it around, clip it,
okay.
and then you can do that. So there's many ways to do it.
Okay.
So I happen to have one right now on the machine.
Okay.
And you're gonna see, I kind of tucked these things into the little bars so that you could see it. I don't know if the camera can see it right now, but go ahead and hit start just so they
Okay.
can see. And it's running at 450 stitches per second, and per minute, and we're doing a satin stitch here.
So this is kind of like a racing inspired design.
Racing inspired design,
Okay.
right? So I kind of brought in the elements of the racing flag onto the bill, and right now we're doing just satin stitches. And on this one, on my head, it has a lot of complex fill in it as well.
Okay.
So that was complex fill, but the satin stitches give you less perforations. They cover the same, so it's a little bit nicer.
Okay.
And-
I was just
and-
gonna ask, like, what will be the best stitch type to run on the bill of a hat?
So mostly satin stitches
Okay.
because you want less penetrations because the material tends to stretch.
Okay.
So if you have this type of material, it leans better if you're using satin stitches.
Okay.
And if you notice, it's just doing one continuous stitch. I digitized it that way so that it would just go one piece at a time.
Okay.
And there's a surprise,
Oh yeah.
Henry,
Okay.
after.
Okay.
I'm
What?
not going to tell you what it is
I don't
just
even know what the
yet.
surprise is. All right. Okay.
There's a surprise. It's almost done.
So yeah,
But look at
comment
this.
comment down below.
I wanted you guys to see live action right here that we are embroidering a hat. And look, that's it, right? Check
That's
it out.
Okay.
It's all done.
All
now,
right.
here's the
Now-
surprise.
Ding ding. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. What's the surprise?
Unhoop that.
Okay.
Unclick it.
Okay.
Boom. Okay, now
Okay.
check this out.
All right.
I used black bobbin on the bottom, so it's going to
Oh.
match the top. So
Nice.
now all we need to do is
Trim it
take
up a little
some
bit.
heat to
Okay.
it, and then just
Oh,
shrink
just
all
shrink
that
the
out.
shreds.
And then
the
now-
threads. Okay.
It's going to look almost like it does the front. We can clean it up a little bit more, but
Okay.
otherwise, if you match the bobbin to the top, then it's almost like an extension of the
okay.
design underneath.
Got it. Okay.
And there you have it. We did embroidery right on the hat itself. Little fire don't hurt nobody.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
it.
You guys got any questions? We got a kind of a zoom in on the right here. So we embroider on the front here. This is not 3D puff, right? Yeah,
That's just regular.
That's just regular embroidery. And then we kind of wanted to match the kind of design on the bill, and it looks in that way it looks more of a seamless design.
Yeah, so you can bring in parts of the cap design onto the build, just like we did here. Naughty. So on this one, it's a little bear tipping over the Christmas tree. I've got some action lines over there.
Okay.
And he's running away because he just did some bad things.
So, so some of the considerations, right? So I've noticed that obviously if you have designs that have a lot of trim stops, all right, then you're gonna have more of the either knots or tails on the back of the design. Is that
Yes,
correct? So,
yes.
so is it wise to have like what you kind of did towards the end of the design there, something that's more continuous? So is digitizing a super important part of this?
Yes. So for the single ones, I couldn't not do a jump stitch because then you would see it.
Right.
But then right about here, this is just from here on, it's just one continuous stitch. And you notice it just has one tie in and one tie out. That's it.
Okay.
But for the individual ones, you have to do it. So depending on how you plan it, I could have done just a solid checkered flag all the way around and had one start and one end.
Stop, yeah.
Or if you're making flowers or anything else like that, you just kind of want to try to, if you're making one petal, you would make one petal, go around the, what do you call that?
The the center?
The
stem?
center. Yeah,
Okay.
not the stem.
The-
You'd go around the
yeah.
middle.
Okay.
So you would do, like a petal embroider the petal, then kind of go around the petal, embroider that petal, then stitch around, embroider that one, stitch around, embroider that one, stop. So you'd had one tie in and one tie out on the same spot, and then you would fill in the center of your flower.
Right, with like a fill.
With a fill, and then maybe do the stem after that.
Okay.
So there's ways to kind of hide those things.
So
but
so digitizing, obviously, like just especially embroidering on this on the build the hat, it's kind of thinking about how to minimize maybe the number of trims that's needed. Think about the size of the design. Mostly best used with satin stitches, as you mentioned.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Any other sort of tips on the digitizing? Like how did you go about digitizing some of these?
You don't want to
What
make
you
it too
thought about?
dense.
Okay.
So when I digitized these, I did them specifically for the build because I want to have the least amount of strikes. Depending on what it is you're embroidering on, you want to have the least amount of penetration so your stitch length may increase.
Okay.
If you're doing complex fill, you might want to increase the stitch length, even though you're still covering the same area. You want to increase it so it's not so bulletproof.
I see.
This is when digitizing is really crucial. That you want to make sure that you reduce the stitch length so that when you're doing the complex fill, you have less stitches. So, for example, reducing a stitch length from 3mm to 7 could take you from a 3,000 stitch design to like a 1,500 stitch design, just by making your stitch length a little bit longer.
Okay.
So it's gonna give you the same coverage, but because this is so hard, it doesn't matter. You don't need the scaffolding of the underlay or all those stitches
Right, all
going
the
across.
extra stitches are not necessary.
Exactly. So
Okay.
if you have a very flimsy fabric, then you want the thread to actually build up that scaffolding and make it stronger. But for something like this, you don't need underlay. You can just go right to the actual design with no problem because
Got
you're
it.
not trying to build up anything.
Okay.
Carl,
Okay.
we have a few questions for you guys. So someone's asking, did you change the needles? And what type of tension are you using for when you're embroidering on that bill?
Okay, so
And can it be done on the EM1010?
Let's pull up that question right here. Is it on? Someone had a question. Where is it?
So I'll start answering some
Yeah.
of those questions, right? So as I said before, when I was sitting there with Henry, I'll take the needle out right now. It is a 7511 needle. They are the DBK X5. Where are they?
They want to see the proof.
Yeah.
They want to see the proof. DBKX.
If I'm lying, I'm trying. Where are those needles? Yeah. So these are the needles that we use, DBK X5 7511s. And this is what your machine comes with. Like I said, there's no trickery here. It's the same needle that came with the machine. I didn't change anything. When you do puff embroidery, so Henri,
Yeah.
when you do puff embroidery, I want to show you guys something, all right? Let me get a little piece of paper here. So check this out. I have a needle. We'll do it with this.
Okay.
So let's say this was my needle. This is paper. When you do regular embroidery, the needle will pierce your material.
Yeah, the fabric.
And it essentially just floats through without any problem. Notice there's no binding. It's not holding on to anything.
Okay.
So because of that, the thread, when the needle comes up and the take-up lever goes like this to tie the thread, it's able to freely flow through the hole that the needle just made and tie the knot, no problem.
Okay.
So it doesn't seal itself. It stays like that with that little hole. The bill of the hat is the same thing. Even though it is thicker, this plastic material doesn't heal. So once you poke it, the hole is there.
Okay, so it kind of doesn't kind of
So-
rebind and
So you
because
don't-
that might cause an issue. No?
You would think that you would get bird's nest, but you don't. You don't need to change anything. I didn't adjust the tension. I left it just like it was. Now with foam, however, foam heals. So if I poke this foam and I pull this out, there's a little indentation, but there's no light. Look at the backside; it's sealed.
I see.
So if I were to do foam puff embroidery and I put the needle, look, the needle
it doesn't-
stays right there. It's not going to penetrate.
Okay.
So imagine when I pull the needle out, the thread, it's almost like the thread is going to go "Boing,"
Yeah.
and tighten up.
Right.
And as I pull this out, the thread is being held down. So when the take-up lever goes to pull up the thread from the bottom to tie that knot, it comes off the spool instead. So every time you do
you're
a stitch,
feeding-
you're
feeding
feeding
more
more
thread.
thread into
Yeah.
it because it's just taking and holding it, taking and holding it, taking and holding it. Pretty soon you have this whole bird's nest underneath and you're thinking, oh my God, what happened?
Okay. Okay.
So-
So, how do you counteract that with when you're doing
You
foam?
increase the tension,
Okay.
the top tension here, not the bobbin. You increase your top knobs so that when it tightens that thread, it's going to pull it through the foam instead of letting it stay stuck like this.
I see. And keep on feeding it
And
to the
keep
bottom.
feeding it.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing when you don't adjust your tension, you're just pushing that thread in there, man. You're just giving it to it, giving it to it, like an anchor of a ship just going out.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep taking it as much as you give it. But you have to reel it in.
I see.
And hold it back so that when you pull it, you're pulling it, through from the actual, from underneath here, from the rotary hook to tie that knot. And then you feed it. So that's why
You
there's
tighten
a
the
difference.
tension when you doing
Right,
stuff like
and
this.
you
That kind of
tighten the
yeah.
top tension,
Top
not your
tension.
bobbin. Your bobbin,
Okay.
you leave it alone. So this material here, if I were to stick a needle through it, it's not going to float like the regular. But look, I can take a needle and just push it through. And once you have it, the hole is pretty much there.
it's pretty free.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of free flowing.
Uh-huh.
So the needle stays somewhat stuck, but once you pull the needle out, that hole is there.
It's not gonna mesh together.
It won't.
Yeah.
It's not going to heal
Close.
and,
Yeah, right,
and
right,
self-seal and not hold the thread and be like, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Right, right.
Give me more. And then you get those bird's nests that you
Yeah.
hate so much. We got 2 hours and
Okay.
13 minutes, people.
All right.
Another question. Oh, the last question was, can this be done on the EM1010? I haven't tried it, Henry.
But I think it can, as long as the needle can go through it. It's
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
right, in theory, I think it could. We can certainly kind of test it out and then see whether it can.
Sure.
Because all it is unless you have a super wide design that you're looking to do on the bill, I would imagine if you're using it's the same size needle, same rotary hook. Same tensions.
reciprocator type stuff,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
there shouldn't be a
there
reason.
shouldn't be any difference. But we did it on the marquee to kind of demonstrate that to you guys. But the cap hoop, cap ring is the same. You just have to hold the bill in place, right?
Correct. It's all like I always keep saying this, Henry. If you can hoop it, you can embroider it.
Yeah.
It's all a matter of stabilizing your substrate in order for you to be able to, you can do car mats with those thick rubber bottoms.
yeah.
It's just a matter of stabilizing it. If you can hold it down and keep it steady for the machine, you can embroider it. So there should be no problem. Now, I wouldn't recommend you go make a 100 order hat on your EM1010. This is for those one-offs. The industrial machine does have industrial motors that are stronger, so that may yield a better result than the EM1010. So if you want to try it, you can, or we can try it ourselves. But definitely on the more industrial machines, you can do this.
Yeah. And then someone asked, how tall is that Ricoma lettering? We can
2 inches.
Yeah, 2 inches. Okay.
2 inches.
So I think there's a common misconception that the machine type determines how tall your design can go. It's really the profile of the hat, isn't it? Because both the EM1010 and the industrial machines can go up to 14 inches, 10 inches deep, right? But if your hat is only 3 inches tall, you have to account for the area between the bill and all of that, right? So it's not really the machine's limitations, the hat profile, because there's some tall profile hats and short profile hats, right?
Sure. So, for example, if you look at this foam hat right here, this is about a 4-inch profile. So here you could easily do a 3-inch design.
Right.
you know, because the sewing arm would go deep into there,
Right,
right?
but here it's more kind of it's more tapered.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
starts
because
to
if you
it's
look
the profile of the hat.
if you look at the taper right there, so this one, let's show this.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that the Allen key is flush all the way from the top to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about 4 inches of area that you have. So you would take about 1/2 inch from the top. So let's say you have 3.5. You take 1/2 inch from the bottom, so you have a 3 inch area where you can
right,
do. Okay.
Right, but here it starts to taper off.
With this one, look
yeah,
at that. Right at
yeah.
the 3 mark, it's already tapering off. So
Right.
right there, you're limiting yourself to about a 2.5 inch, maybe 2 inch design.
Right, exactly. So it depends on the profile of the hat. The taller it is on the front panel, the more area you got to embroider.
Yeah.
Right. The more kind of a fitted kind of style, or something that's more of a sporty performance type of look. It's gonna
Correct.
taper off very quickly. Then you lose essentially like that whole area.
So it's really important when a customer comes up to you and says, "Hey, I want to do a 4-inch design on this hat," and the profile is like this. You're like, "Dude, that's not gonna work." I can't put 4 inches on
Right.
2 inches.
Yeah,
So
right.
you have to make sure that you are be able to articulate that to your customers and say, "Hey, you know what? This profile of the hat will not allow me. It's not the machine can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the hat itself, the profile is just not big enough to accommodate that type of design. So then
Correct.
you're gonna have to plan
Yeah,
accordingly."
that's something that like a lot of people don't, especially because it's very easy for companies to say, "Oh yeah, no, we can do a 3.5 inch design, a 4-inch design." Oh yeah, so can a lot of people if the hat allows for it. It's just very rarely do you find I guess maybe the tall hats, that has that much area for you to embroider
Sure.
on, right? So it's really about the profile of the hat, not so much the type of machine. Because the machine, if you think about it, if the machine can embroider a flat garment that's 22 by 14, right? That's the kind of the range that the machine can go. So technically, if you have a 14-inch hat, it can go that long. But there are no hats that are like that. So it just
Correct.
really depends on the profile of the hat that you're doing.
Yeah, I could throw a football 100 yards with a 50-mile-an-hour wind behind me. But, so
Right.
the
It depends.
conditions have to be right.
Correct.
In order
So-
for you to do it.
So many people think that like, oh, it's just tell me how tall of a design you can do, how tall of a design your machine can do. The machine can do easily 3.5 inch designs, but it has to accommodate the right hat on there to
Right.
be able to do it.
And then, some people make that mistake where they think, well, my machine can do 4 inches. Why can't I do 4 inches on the hat? Because this hat can't handle it. It just can't. So, you know how when they sell, so between DeWalt is
yeah.
20 amps.
Okay.
So the DeWalt batteries are 20 amps. The Milwaukee batteries are 18 amps. But what they don't tell you is that it's the same thing. So the DeWalt battery at its peak performance before blowing up is 18.
Okay.
The Milwaukee one is 18 volts. The DeWalt battery, they crank it up and it blows at 20. So because it reaches the 20 maximum, that's what they say it's 20, but it's
Oh, I
actually
see.
not 20.
I see.
So you have to be really careful when you buy these type of things,
I see, yeah.
Like they just play with the numbers. Well, ours does. When I was doing my other thing, we had a machine that scanned, and it did 27,000 scans per second. Our competition did 40,000 scans per second.
Okay.
So you would think that the 40,000 is
It's
bigger
better,
than the 27, but
yeah.
what they did is they only took half scans.
Oh, okay.
So they would take half a scan for 20, another half for 20, complete the one, so they're getting their 40. But actually, they were
It's a
doing
20,
less than
yeah,
us.
because only 20 are real
exactly.
scans, yeah.
So it's all about how you think. So
Right.
when it comes to this, we can't. The speed is 1,000 stitches per minute on the EM1010.
Mm-hmm.
We do 1,200 stitches per minute on the Marquee.
Yeah.
And the 1502 with the 7S panel, that's a bad boy right there.
Yeah,
It
that one is the same price as the Marquee.
Right.
Right. So you get it's,
And actually, that's what I did this one on.
Okay,
I did
nice.
this hat on the
on
1502 downstairs.
Yeah. So we're having a great promo on the 1502 where essentially you get 2 heads for the price of one. Sure, it's you don't have the bells and whistles of a Marquee 10-inch
Yeah.
panel, Wi-Fi, and all of that stuff, and 20 needles. But if you're looking for more kind of like value for dollar and the production,
Yeah.
and you got the space for it, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
If you already have a machine and you're thinking to upgrade, this is a great way because you already know how to use the machine. So then it doesn't become like an obstacle.
Right.
The 7S panel, it's easy to navigate. It might not have the onboard menu on the help desk menu, but
Yeah.
by that point you already know what you're doing anyway.
Right, right.
And if you didn't, and this is your first time getting a machine, it doesn't matter because we train you anyway.
Correct. So,
So-
we provide you with the training, and we're the only company in the industry that offers 7 days and after-hour support. So
Correct.
you can call us. You know, our normal support hours goes from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Not 24 hours.
Eastern. Yeah, not 24 hours, but extended hours.
Henry said you're there
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah, a lot of people confuse that. But, you know, 7 days and after hours, right? So Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. So, you know, normally Saturday and Sundays, everybody's closed.
Everybody's home.
Right? So 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays and Sundays. And then Monday through Friday, it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. So
Correct.
you get extended hours, not just 9 to 5, you know, 8 to 5, 8 to 4. It's 9 to 9. So,
And if you happen to call us in the non-activated hours, you need to set up a ticket.
yes.
And on that ticket, we have predetermined answers. So if you give us an issue that you're having with your machine, the
Yeah, like the
there's an
the system
algorithm
will exactly
that
pull-
tells you, hey, based
Yeah.
on what this is, you
Yeah.
can do this with it,
Correct.
and they'll kind of help you out until you get the
Correct.
rescue call
Correct.
the next
and then,
day.
Yeah, and then you get, you know, you can call and then it will actually create a ticket for you. So even if you don't get your answer right away, the most immediate next business day, you know, you're getting someone.
Correct.
And also because the 7 days, at least, you know, if you're calling in, you know, after hours, after the extended support hours, you know, you just have to wait, you know, less than 12 hours until we're back in business.
Correct.
Even if you call on a Sunday, you know, Saturday, Sunday you got someone, and then Monday you got someone. So never kind of too far away in terms of support versus, you know, if you call on a Friday, normally for other companies, you call on a Friday at 8 p.m., you gotta wait till Monday 9 a.m. to get a response. So that's a benefit that we have for all of our products that you're able to get training and support. All right. So we got about 2 hours left on the live stream here, and for the promos going away for the first phase of Black November. Let's check if there's any questions that we can help answer. Yeah,
Let's
go-
see.
yeah,
What
go ahead.
question is
Yeah,
that?
like my feed is kind of reconnecting.
We're
so I can't
frozen
see.
like this.
Yeah. So
Henry, freeze.
How many pieces of water soluble backing are you using and where do you buy it?
can you put it up on the screen?
Yeah, it's on the
Yeah.
screen.
Okay.
So, you know, Miss Janet loves her water-soluble backing, and you can never use too much of it. So in this case, she's using about 3 pieces. Now, sometimes you can use 2 pieces, and in the middle, what you're gonna do is don't throw away the scraps, and you just load them in.
Okay.
So a lot of times what Miss Janet does to bulk up the stitches so that they're kind of nice and fat, you know what I mean?
Okay.
What she does is she'll put 2 layers of the water-soluble backing, and all this stuff that you trim away when you're doing it, don't throw it away. Keep it in like a little bucket or put it in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
And then as you're hooping it, you're gonna layer it like a sandwich. So you're gonna put 1 layer of
Like
the
you're
water-soluble.
gonna stuff some
You're-
of those scraps in.
Right, you're
Okay.
gonna lay the scraps down on top of it, inside it, and then so this one she did it clean. She just did it with 3 layers, but the middle layer is usually just a bunch of scraps that we have left over from previous projects, and they work just fine. That's why these, if you look at them, if you look at some of these, let me put this down here. I don't want it close to the water. But if you look at this one, look, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6.
Okay.
And they're all kind of uneven.
Okay.
You know, she just threw.
Oh, so some of these she like stuffed the scraps in there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the one that we did before.
Okay.
So it's
but generally what 2 to 3 layers?
3 layers is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 layers is fine. But this is a way to repurpose the scraps, and instead of throwing them away, you're
Right.
reusing them. You know,
Okay, okay.
because us crafters, we like to use our
you
stuff.
reuse stuff.
Not reuse it, but you know what I
Use
mean.
it-
We try
use
to
it-
make
use
it.
it, yeah,
we
make it-
stretch
make it
it
stretch
out.
it out, yeah, make it
exactly.
stretch it out.
So instead of doing 3 layers of brand new stabilizer, you could do 2 and 1 layer of scrap.
Okay.
So you kind of save yourself a couple cents on each one as you do them.
Nice. All right. Let's see some other questions here.
They're asking if do the newer embroidery machines have any newer technology related to tension?
So someone asked about the newer machines, the newer models. So it doesn't have auto tension, which, by the way, like I think a lot of people talk about auto tension. We spoke about that before.
Okay.
It's funny someone
So-
else had mentioned that, but let me just kind of set some context here, right? So I'm guessing that person that asked about, hey, does the newer machines have something new technology on tension? You're referring to like auto tension, active feed, and
Right,
and all
auto
these-
tension.
Yeah, auto tension. So we found out something interesting at the Printing United
Printing
show.
United, yeah.
So Carl, tell us about what like auto tension actually does.
So auto tension is that same DeWalt Milwaukee thing that I was telling you about.
Okay.
All right. So auto tension in the competitors' machines, you have to program it into the machine when you're embroidering.
So it's like a preset.
So the machine will make adjustments to itself
Okay.
to adjust the tension, but it's not like if I were to take a file, stick it in my machine and hit start, it's not going to auto tension anything. It's just going to run it, right? Now, what it is when you digitize with Chroma,
Okay.
you tell the machine what material you're digitizing on.
Okay.
Whether it's denim, fleece, lycra, twill.
Okay.
And by doing that, the machine adjusts the digitizing for that material.
Okay. So it's kind of like a preset. Like if I know it's
Yes,
denim, I'm
yes.
gonna
Right.
preset it for
However,
denim. Okay.
On the other machines, it does that, but on the machine.
I see.
So when you put your file in, you have to tell it whether you're doing denim, and it'll adjust the file to work on that machine.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not
so it's
auto
not-
tension in the sense that like what people might think when they hear that term.
Yeah, there's
which
not a
is like-
leprechaun in there going, let me adjust the tension on this a little bit. So it's one of
Okay.
those things where you have to physically dial it into the machine.
Okay.
So every time you put a file in, you have to tell it what material it's for, what it is, which adds an extra layer of work.
I see.
You know, so with ours, it's already done in Chroma for you.
Okay.
But also you have the ability to
To
just make
manually
quick
adjust.
adjustments.
Okay.
You know, it's really fast. You know, so it's one of those things, man. It's that DeWalt versus Milwaukee thing. You know.
Okay. So it's like it sounds good, but
Yeah.
that doesn't do it fully to the way that it's described.
Yeah,
kind of,
and so the
or it's
reason I know
understood.
this is because I had a conversation with some of the guys there, and I was like, "Tell me about this auto tensioning."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Is it like something mechanical that actually adjusts the tension?" He's like, "Well, it's more software based."
Oh, I see.
So you see, it's not something that's actually adjusting it for you. They have like one
a-
set tension. You know, like once you set up your machine and you get a decent tension test, then you can just run your designs. But based on how it's digitized, remember, digitizing is the Google Maps of your machine. So if it's not digitized correctly, you are going to get kind of crappy stuff, right?
Right.
So
So with ours, it's just kind of we front load most of that tension work
On Chroma.
on Chroma, on the
Right.
digitizing software. What you're stitching on, there's presets in Chroma, and then it will adjust the digitizing tension there, and then you put it into the machine.
And like they say, I ain't gonna lie, but most of that stuff, a good tension test will render you a decent job every single time. So you don't really have to do much tension adjustments once you dial your machine in. Like
Right.
that's the truth. Even if you didn't have the auto digitizing, once you have a decent tension test, you can do it now. Different materials will require
Right.
different
Little bit different.
tensions, but once you run your test, remember you always want to run a test.
Yeah.
And once you run your test, if you need to make any adjustments, you can do it really quickly. So for me, to spend that much more money on something that's kind of not really automatic is kind of a waste.
I see.
You know, you're paying for something that's really not happening.
Okay. Well,
You know?
there you have it. That's what it was interesting that
Yeah.
someone brought that up. But okay, let's see what other questions we got here. We'll kind of run through some questions, and then we also got the demo coming up on the white toner transfer printer. So we also got less than 2 hours left, guys. 2 hours left on some of the promos that we mentioned. So if you have any questions about any of the promos, what it comes with, what price it is, or what you're getting, just drop it in the comments below. We'll answer all of those.
That's it, guys. 2 hours left.
Okay.
2 hours left. Keep them coming, or less than 2 hours. Keep those questions coming. We got the Luminaris white toner transfer DTF printer with sublimation capabilities.
Coming up next, yeah.
I will be making a tumbler.
Oh, nice. Okay.
tumbler.
Okay.
Somebody took my stapler, so I gotta make a tumbler.
Okay. You'll be making a tumbler, and then is that going to be using just heat transfer or sublimation?
We are going to be transferring. We're doing sublimation.
Okay.
On one of the tumblers that you can purchase at Racoma.com.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the SKU number right now. These tumblers are awesome, and they sublimate so well. I love making them. And even at that activation that I told you that we went to,
Yeah.
we took the tumbler press, and I had some images pre-printed.
Okay.
I had a couple, and we're gonna do one right now. I had a Moana design. I had a Lion King design.
Okay.
And people were like, "Oh, I want that design on the tumbler." So you just grab the paper, wrap it around it. I didn't have to use tape or anything. Just put it there, press it.
Right.
60 seconds, done.
That's
and
why.
here
That's
you
why
go.
you can have just pre-printed designs at a
Yeah.
fair, and then just people are like, "Hey, which one do you want to choose?"
Yeah.
And then you literally just press it.
You
know,
make-
and then you can sell a tumbler for like 20, 30 bucks.
And it's easier to do that than to have, let's say you have 20 tumblers already pre-printed. What if nobody likes one of the designs? Now you're
Exactly.
stuck with
Yeah.
10 tumblers that nobody
no one
likes.
wants. Yeah. So that's why you only print the sheets.
You print the sheets,
Yeah,
and then
and you
you
bring
know,
it there.
and it's going to cost you less. You know, they don't like that stack. Those designs, toss them and move them with another one.
Right.
And you can have as many as you want.
Right. Awesome. Okay. So let's see here. Some questions about. Oh yeah, we're just gonna go through with it. Someone asked, when is the Air 2 shipping? So the Revel Air 2, it's due to come out and be delivered probably around first quarter of next year. So January, February, that's where we're looking at in that time frame. All right. So if you already pre-ordered a Revel Air 2, and you put down a 10% deposit, as soon as you have the remaining payments paid in full, that's when it kind of gets in the queue for shipping. But we have a container that's arriving, early to mid January. Once that arrives, barring no delays, we'll probably start shipping them out in the order that the payments are being made.
And I love the Revel Air 2.
Yeah, why?
It's an awesome printer, man.
Yeah.
I'm like my son's personal apparel decorator. He's like, "Hey, Papa, I want this design. I'll make that for you, son," you know?
Awesome.
So we do a lot of car meets, and I'm always making him like the latest car shirts, the Porsche designs, Mustangs, the old Bel Airs, all that kind of stuff. RX-7s.
Okay. Simple Services asks, we are ready to pull the trigger on the Revel 2. Awesome. Glad to hear that. We want to take advantage of the current price and free shipping. We'll be using capital leasing we use for our CHT 6-head machine. Next step. Well, if you're working directly with a bank or a financing partner to get the funds, once you have that ready, just I don't know if you know who your rep is or who your account manager is. If you don't, we can take down your information. If you let us know, because I don't know your first and last name, but if you tell us your name or email, we can look it up. Who's your account manager, and then just have them reach out to you that you're ready to move on the Revel 2. And the Revel 2 is essentially like the big brother of the Revel Air. No, instead of 12-inch, it's the 24-inch.
24-inch.
Yeah. So that can print a lot more, not only larger size designs, but you can fit a lot more small designs onto a gang sheet. Yeah.
Correct. You kind of can capitalize on that landscape. And then Lance said, "Hey Carl, use Mylar instead of Badgemaster." Yes, we also use Mylar. Mylar is like a translucent, pearlescent type of cellophane that you can use when you're making these type of
on the freestanding lace.
On the freestanding lace.
Okay.
And it looks almost like stained glass, when it's at the window. So
okay.
You can use Mylar. You can use Tool. There are so many different types of things that you can use. I just said a couple, but there's so many things that you can use for it. It's incredible. Sky's the limit. You can even use. So, remember the little orange towel that we had? Where is it? It's on the table right here.
Yeah. Okay.
So this pumpkin towel, right? You can use vinyl, like clear vinyl, and have it come out and make it still solid.
Okay.
So we have bags that we have freestanding lace, and instead of cutting out the lace, you leave the vinyl in there.
Okay.
So that stuff doesn't come out of your purse or whatever.
Okay.
So it there.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it kind of makes it more. You can keep it open, or you can keep it, with vinyl and other materials to fill in the gaps.
Correct. That
Okay.
way stuff doesn't come out of it if you have a
Okay.
lot of small stuff,
Nice. Okay. All right.
How tall is the Racoma what?
Yeah, Racoma lettering. We already answered that on the 2 inches on the hat. Yeah, and then Joe from Hard and Hustle Printing said, yeah, 0.18 is key on the what we mentioned
Correct.
about the tension.
That's
on the
for
3D
that's
puff.
for the density on your puff. Anything more than that, or if you go smaller, 0.17, 0.16, 0.15, or 0.15, you're just gonna be staying in the same spot, embroidering, and you are gonna get thread breaks and things like that. So 0.18 is the smallest you want to go. You can go 0.2. Anything more than that, you're not going to get that nice solid puff look like this. It's not going to look the same.
Yeah. So someone here, speaking of puff, one step beyond apparel says, I have problems with 3D puff on your machines. I have the MT1502 and the Marquee 2002. They did say love your product though. So what are some tips that you would give them besides the tension?
I mean, look, I made this on the MT1502 downstairs just this morning.
Okay.
I made this morning really just for this with this embroidery, and this came out perfect. You have to mind your tension. It's really important when you're doing puff. I don't know if you saw the segment where I showed the needle getting stuck in the paper, but anytime you do puff, the word puff comes out, automatically start tightening the tension, the upper tension of that particular needle.
Okay.
And I'm not talking this.
Yeah.
I'm talking get it tight. You are gonna need it. If you don't do that, you are gonna get bird's nest. So automatically, crank it 3 or 4 times, and as soon as you're done, uncrank it 3 or 4 times so you set yourself back up to normal.
And then certainly the digitizing, you got to digitize it well for 3D puff.
Right.
Because isn't there you got to make, I don't know what's the terminology.
Caps.
Yeah, to lock in the ends, right? So it doesn't,
So you have to make caps. So as I'm doing the satin stitch from one side to the other, if I were to do a satin stitch like that, the foam won't cut.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you need to make a cap first, which is going to perforate the foam and cut it. And then when I do the satin stitch on top of it, it's going to lock it in place.
Okay.
And it'll let it pop right out. So digitizing is really important. If you guys are using outsourced digitizers, make sure that they have a machine, Henry, because a lot of these guys out there, they're digitizing stuff and they don't even have a machine. So how do you know what it looks like? I always ask for like a stitch out, so I can see what it looks like. Because you can pay $5 for a design, but you're going to be the one having to go back. Oh, it's this and it's to that. But if they test it out, you know what you got.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I hope that helped. Or if you have any specific questions or issues with the 3D puff that you're struggling with, let us know. Okay. Someone also asked, Carl, what's your best video for tension issues?
The bird's nest video is one of them.
Okay.
That's one.
That really explains why bird nest happens.
We went really deep into the bird's nest video, talking about tensions and what to do in certain scenarios.
Okay.
The most important thing is to have your bobbin locked in. So, for example.
Oh yeah, sometimes you put it in and it doesn't click, and then it's loose.
You want to click it in, but what I'm talking about is this. So, for example, see this bobbin it's not falling.
Right. Sometimes if it's too loose, it just rolls.
If the bobbin is too loose, so I'm gonna this is just a quarter turn. Watch what happens just with a quarter turn. You see that?
It just falls out.
Just a quarter. So I was at horizontal, I went vertical. That was just 1 quarter turn.
Yeah.
And it did that. So what I like to do is I'll take my bobbin and I'll thread it properly. And then I will hold it, and if it can't hold its own weight, I start tightening it.
I see.
So I'll do 1/8 of a turn. So that's just, I went from 12 to 130. Okay, and look, it's still rolling.
Going, yeah.
And it doesn't take much, and then I'll go from 12 to 3. So now I'm at 3 o'clock, and now it stopped. And usually what I do is when I get to 3, I'll just do 1/8 more.
Okay.
Just 1/8. So now I'm at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Just to give it just a little bit, and that usually sets my tension just right.
Okay.
Because it can be too loose, and you just want to have a correct balance. So sometimes if your bobbin is, even though it's holding its own weight, it might be just a little bit too loose, and it'll still come up a little bit. And you can loosen these as much as you want, and you're still getting a little bobbin.
Why am I getting the bobbin on top?
Anytime I stop and it stops moving, I'll always give it just an extra little 1/8 turn, and I've found that that's a great recipe.
Okay.
And then once this is done, I'm pretty much dialed in. So always, every time I change a bobbin, I always test my tension to make sure that it's holding itself and it doesn't just free roll out of it. And when I put the bobbin back in, I always hold it like this and I listen for the snap. I've seen people hold on to the lever and they put it in
because then it doesn't click.
but then you don't know if it clicked or not. So me, I want to hear that click. Let's listen. I want to hear that click. Once I hear that click, I know it's in there. Many times I've come after other people have been on the machine. I start, and all of a sudden I get a burst as I open the door, and the whole bobbin kit just comes jumping out at me. I'm like, whoa.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Henry, are you going to talk about new machine being released? Yeah, we kind of unveiled some of that at Deco Summit, or we won't talk about too much of that on this live stream, but certainly, stay tuned. I think early next year, as we get more stock in for the second generation of embroidery machines, we're going to be unveiling more of those. But if you were at Deco Summit, you probably saw a sneak preview of some of those.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming. We have some really fascinating stuff coming, especially for the 10S panel series for manufacturing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah, no,
I don't want to. I'll let you let it out of the bag, but there's some really cool stuff. If you guys are into taking account of your product, what's being made, how many are being made, who's making them, when the machine is active, when it's not active,
what kind of design it's doing,
what kind of I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah. So certainly we got some stuff in the works. We're probably gonna so we unveiled it at SISMA in Shanghai in September, and then we're formally gonna launch it here probably early 2026, so around late to mid January. And basically, it's gonna be called Ricoma Cloud, and then it's gonna link up, all of the machines that have a 10S panel, okay, and it's gonna essentially, have all the information of you can see on a screen if you have 20 machines going, which machine is doing what, how many thread breaks it's had in the last 24 hours, how many times it's stopped, how many times it's ran, what kind of designs, what percentage of the design is completed. Essentially, everything that you can see on your panel and more, you're able to see kind of all that information on the screen. So that's going to be something that not only helpful for people that kind of can check on a remote basis, see what their machine is doing, but also at the same time, especially if you're a large shop and you kind of need to keep track of all the production, what's doing what, that's going to be super helpful.
It's it'll tell you what needs maintenance, when they need maintenance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you can also send the images directly to the machine.
Exactly.
From one main unit, you can just spread out the machine, and as soon as the order comes in, it shows on the machine, and your employees can go in. So it's a full manufacturing suite, the control unit kind of a thing, where it's going to tell you the production, what machine is running, how fast it's running, what design they're doing. I mean, it's just full control of everything that's going on, which is fantastic.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break so we can set up for the next demo. But if you guys have any questions in the meantime, drop them down below. Right before we cut to commercial, just want to make sure that you guys know you got about an hour 42 minutes left before the prices go up on the first phase of Black November that we have now. So we got the EM1010 for under $6,000 plus free shipping. We've got the MT
free shipping.
Yeah, we got the MT 2001. That's $12,000. The SWD 1501 for $12,000 also. The two-head MT 1502 7S for under $17,000. So essentially, you're getting that for the same price as a single head. On the printers, we're going to show you the white toner transfer printer. Right, that one is on sale for $24.95, and then you also have the DTF Revo 2 2402 that someone says they were going to move forward with and take advantage of the free shipping. That one is just under $20,000. All right, so we got all of those going on before 5 p.m. today. So either you can purchase directly online on our website at Ricoma.com, or if you want to talk to someone, either get financing sorted out or anything like that, make sure you call your sales rep. Our product specialists are on standby to make sure that they can answer any questions. Nice. All right, and with that, it's kind of like, because it's sticky, it kind of stuck onto the shirt. All right, so With that, we're going to cut to a short video, and then we're going to set up for the white toner transfer demo.
You know, I should have told you. Do you want to build a snowman?
Experience the future of embroidery with Rakoma's new Marquee Embroidery Machine Series. Powered by the world's first and only fully responsive 10.1-inch touchscreen panel. The Marquee comes in 1, 2, and 3 head models, giving you the freedom to choose a machine that is tailored to your exact business needs. Perfect for embroidery on flats, caps, and with a large embroidery area of up to 19.7 by 14.2 inches. This series is changing the game of commercial embroidery for both startups and growing businesses alike. Available in 3 different models with 20 needles and up to 3 heads. You can embroider multi-color designs with a maximum of 1,000 automatic color changes on up to 3 garments at once, with a maximum speed of up to 1,200 stitches per minute, dramatically increasing your efficiency and output. Unlock boundless creativity with a spacious embroidery area that lets you bring back to life sizable and stunning jacket back designs. You can even embroider a multitude of patches at the same time, utilizing the diverse selection of hoops and sash frames included with your machine. And with the machine's innovative cap embroidery technology, including the 270-degree wide-angle cap system, you can embroider from ear to ear without having to re-hoop your cap, saving you precious time and maximizing your efficiency like never before. You can also embroider closer than ever to the brim of the cap and create thick 3D puff designs that are sure to impress your clients. Unlike smaller embroidery models with limited workspace, the Marquee's robust build and spacious clearance beneath the machine's head enable you to effortlessly embroider large, bulky items, such as travel bags. This eliminates any issues associated with space limitations, ensuring smooth and friction-free embroidery. And with the machine's small sewing arm, you're able to embroider smaller items like pockets, shoes, sleeves, and more with the compatible specialty hoops. Boost your productivity with the machine's dual thread break detection module, featuring additional tension knobs for unparalleled precision and a cutting-edge spring and wheel system that ensures precise detection of thread breaks on both top and bobbin threads. Now you can save time rewinding your design after a thread break and quickly get back up and running with minimal downtime. In addition to these performance-enhancing features, the Marquee also prioritizes visibility with double LED lights. These lights provide a broader and well-illuminated field of view, enhancing visibility for intricate and detailed embroidery work. Even though it's packed with power and state-of-the-art features, the Marquee maintains a slim profile, allowing for easy entry through standard-sized doors. This means you can easily move it to different locations or configure your workspace without worrying about spatial limitations. The heart of this remarkable technology is the world's first and only fully responsive 10.1-inch touchscreen panel. Designed for multi-touch capability, it guarantees effortless control and a seamless immersive user experience that redefines the standard in embroidery technology. Boasting over 5 times the memory capacity of the previous generation, you now have the ability to store up to 10 million stitches, 1,000 designs, and handle 1,000 color changes. This gives you the freedom to take on large and complex embroidery projects with ease. Beyond the expanded memory capacity, the 10S panel presents an extensive selection of thread colors to choose from, allowing for exact color matching to bring your designs to life. To guarantee precise color matching, you can even input the precise thread color code into the thread matching feature. But it doesn't stop there. The 10S panel offers color selection enhancements, including improved color sequencing that is dynamically displayed on the color selection screen, allowing you to assign thread colors within the same screen. Upon importing your design file, it identifies the selections of your design that correspond to specific color stops and highlights these areas, which enhances your ability to visualize the stops on your design. Speaking of color assignment, you also have the option to utilize the color swapping feature, allowing you to exchange one or multiple thread colors on corresponding needles simultaneously. Along with these enhanced features, you now have the ability to change the hoop background to mimic the material you're embroidering on, providing you with a more accurate preview of your designs. And for improved visibility, your panel now offers 2 distinct viewing modes, light and dark, for daytime and nighttime operations. In addition to enhancements in color selection, you'll also notice improvements in design settings, including the new Combine feature. This feature enables you to merge multiple embroidery files, such as adding a name to a design, into a single file, which can be saved as a separate file directly on your panel. This efficient feature saves you valuable time on digitizing. Plus, with a versatile selection of 24 fonts at your disposal, you can effortlessly craft custom words and phrases to add a personalized touch to your projects on the fly. When it comes to design file management, the Marquise panel provides a comprehensive set of features, including favorites, a folder system, sorting capabilities, a search function, and design thumbnails. This significantly enhances the efficiency of finding and organizing your embroidery designs, making the process more streamlined than ever before. The Marquee ensures seamless connectivity by enabling the transfer of designs over Wi-Fi between your machine and the Chroma designing software. Additionally, an optional and user-friendly web interface allows you to manage your designs from your computer, with any changes made reflecting instantly on your panel. And lastly, for both novice and experienced users, the 10S panel simplifies the learning curve with its integrated help center and tools tips, offering instant assistance and guidance. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with the Marquee's automatic machine maintenance alerts, which keeps you updated on daily, weekly, and annual maintenance requirements. You can even conveniently manage these alerts on the panel's maintenance log. Additionally, the Marquee is future-ready, featuring over-the-air firmware updates that guarantee your embroidery machine remains on the forefront of technological advancements. The Marquee's thoughtful design is a testament to its user-friendly approach, combining power, precision, and mobility to meet the needs of both professional and creative embroiderers. The Marquee commercial embroidery machine is a true game changer in the world of embroidery, combining robust features with the utmost convenience, crafted with precision and ingenuity. This machine is designed to take your embroidery projects to the next level. Are you ready to unlock the boundless possibilities in embroidery? Visit Ricoma.com now and explore the future of apparel decoration with the Marquee commercial embroidery machine. Experience the future of embroidery with Ricoma's new Marquee embroidery machine series. Powered by the world's first and only fully responsive 10.1-inch touchscreen panel. The Marquee comes in 1, 2, and 3 head models, giving you the freedom to choose a machine that is tailored to your exact business needs. Perfect for embroidery on flats, caps, and with a large embroidery area of up to 19.7 by 14.2 inches. This series is changing the game of commercial embroidery for both startups and growing businesses alike. Available in 3 different models with 20 needles and up to 3 heads. you can embroider multicolor designs with a maximum of 1,000 automatic color changes on up to 3 garments at once, with a maximum speed of up to 1,200 stitches per minute, dramatically increasing your efficiency and output. Unlock boundless creativity with a spacious embroidery area that lets you bring back to life sizable and stunning jacket back designs. You can even embroider a multitude of patches at the same time, utilizing the diverse selection of hoops and sash frames included with your machine. And with the machine's innovative cap embroidery technology, including the 270-degree wide-angle cap system, you can embroider from ear to ear without having to rehoop your cap, saving you precious time and maximizing your efficiency like never before. You can also embroider closer than ever to the brim of the cap and create thick 3D puff designs that are sure to impress your clients. Unlike smaller embroidery models with limited workspace,
Okay, now? Okay, is it good now? Okay, good.
All that lip syncing.
I know. Okay, so we are back after a quick break to change the set and then show you guys the white toner transfer printer demo that's coming up next. But before we do that, I wanted to give a quick shout out to 4 people that ordered the EM1010 within the hour and a half live that we've been streaming so far. We got first and foremost Brian Holt. Brian Holt, if you're on the live, shout out to you. Ann Grasso also ordered the EM1010. Destiny Crane, thank you for placing that order. And last but not least, Dimitri Newhouse also purchased the EM1010. All of that within the last hour and a half. So thank you guys for ordering, taking advantage of the specials. Again, for those of you that didn't order yet, you got about an hour and 28 minutes left.
There's still time.
There's still time. All right. So with that said, Carl, tell us about what you're showcasing here.
All right, so this is the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer DTF printer with sublimation capabilities. That means we can run t-shirts with it. We can print on hard surfaces like these nice little wooden ornaments.
Okay. Nice.
See, feel it, become one with it, right?
Okay, nice.
Turn it around so you can do designs on both of them. Yours didn't only have one. There you go.
Okay.
So these are just regular little wood things, and you put the designs on them. Again, you can press these at the show. If you go to a craft show, you could press them right there.
Okay.
Have everything pre-printed and customize them, or you can have them pre-made. I would prefer to do it live right in front of the customer. I think they would just get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and that's the great thing about these, right? Because you can pre-print these.
Yeah.
Right. You can
exactly.
pre-print these.
These
and
are
then,
all pre-printed.
So we have all of these things kind of pre-printed all from this printer, and it's a very simple software to set up. So you can literally you don't even have to bring the printer to the show if you don't want to. You just bring the sheets that you print at home, and then the printer can stay at home. But so what are you going to be doing today, like on the live demo?
So for today on the live demo, we are going to be doing a tumbler.
Okay.
And this is the white tumbler from Deco Goods. It's one of Rakoma's own products. You can find it at the Rakoma.com. And this is the serial number. The last 4 numbers, or the last 5 is 3005W or 3005W.
Okay.
In case you're interested. These are 20-ounce tumblers. They're really good. They come with the straw.
Okay.
And it's got a little pop-out lid with the, the splash guard, and they seal really well so stuff doesn't spill. You're not going to fill your coffee.
Well, Carl, I got a great idea actually. If we're going to be showcasing this, I mean, we got a bunch of different designs, I assume, right? What kind of designs you have going on here?
All right. So on the show that we went to, we had pre-printed some designs.
Okay.
And we have some left over from what is it? Valentine's. So we have the Lion King design.
Okay.
All right, we've got that. We have the Moana design.
Okay, nice.
Nice little Moana. And then we have some, let me see.
Some
We have
Valentine.
extra little Valentine design. Look
like
at this
just
one.
hearts. And,
Single,
oh, okay.
taken, or hungry.
Okay.
Or is it?
Yeah.
What does that say?
Because it's
You-
mirrored. It's supposed to be mirrored. So
Yeah, you gotta see
single,
like
taken,
the
hungry.
single, taken, or hungry.
Yeah, okay.
We've got these hearts.
Okay. else?
Let's see.
And these
The
lips,
lips. You've got
more
little
hearts. Okay.
candy.
So quite a few. So why don't we do?
Oh, look at this one. That's a nice design right
yeah,
there
like
with
very
these nice
full
little,
color.
almost like roses, and the little itty bitty ones. That's
Okay.
a cool one.
So all of this is gonna be done using sublimation
Polka
on this
dots.
printer. Yes.
Look at the big hearts.
Okay. And all of these were printed using this
This-
printer using
correct.
sublimation cartridges.
Using the sublimation cartridges and on regular office paper.
Okay, so no need for specialty paper.
No need for specialty paper, just
Okay.
regular office paper. And if you ever want to change the cartridges from the white toner, which are on it right now, to sublimation, it's just a matter of opening the hood, pulling the cartridge out, putting it in, and closing it. That's
Okay.
all you have to do.
Okay.
There's no special maintenance. Just kind of take them out, put them in, and
Nice.
you're ready to go from one to the other just like that in less than 2 minutes.
Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna give away this this mug.
This one?
Yeah, or this tumbler. We're gonna give it away to one of the viewers. All right, I'm gonna pick a winner, and then we'll let the winner decide which design they want to sublimate using the tumbler press, and then we'll ship out the tumbler.
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh yeah. Okay, so hey, comment down below in the chat if you want to win.
The first person to
Yeah.
do it. So
Really, the first person to do it. That's gonna be a little bit. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Get ready, guys. If you guys are standing by your computer, you're watching. Whoever's paying the most attention is gonna get
we
this
should
tumbler.
we should do like the 38th person to comment after
The 30.
something like that, and then you have a waiting game. But all right, so if you wanna win, comment win down in the comment below. All right, we'll see the 38th person that comments win. So you kind of gotta get up the number there. You gotta get up or actually. They put comment tumbler, so okay, so comment win or tumbler? Tumbler. Okay, so the let's not do 38. Let's do the 20th person that comments tumbler. All right, 20th person that comments tumbler.
That's a tongue tire right
Yeah,
there. You're like,
20th person that comments.
The 20th person that's gonna comment tumbler will let
All
us
right.
know. Just like they took my stapler.
All right, so I think there's a little bit of confusion of the win and tumbler. So comment tumbler, all right? We'll start now, and the 20th person that comments tumbler, we're gonna give away the tumbler, and then we'll let you choose which design you want on there. So go ahead and spam the comments with
There you
tumbler.
go. Spam it. Tumbler. Do they have to put Tumblr or Tumblr?
Tumbler.
I don't know.
All right.
Who's it gonna be? Do we have a winner?
Okay. All right. So our team will tabulate it up. The 20th person, okay? 20th person that comments Tumblr is gonna win this
All right.
tumbler.
We're gonna keep them busy on the
Yeah.
computers here. They're gonna be tallying who's gonna
Yeah.
say.
So okay. So while they pick the winner on the tumbler,
Okay.
what is this over here?
So that, Henry, is all right. You know those cards that you get in the mail with your friends,
yes.
pictures.
Every year
So you get this little picture like that, and then what happens most of the time?
in the trash.
You're like, oh,
Cool.
that's nice. Bing. Well, check this out.
Yeah.
With the Luminaris 200 white toner DTF transfer printer with sublimation capabilities, you can print on magnetic paper.
Really?
Yes.
Magnetic paper.
So this
okay.
is magnetic paper, and you can create your own sheet of pictures, like when you're at the portrait studio.
Okay, different sizes.
Right. So
Okay.
you can kind of. This is very much like building a gang sheet. You want to try to fit as many as you can on there, right? You're not
Okay.
going to print one, cut the rest away,
Uh-huh.
and be done. Or you can use this to make a company sign
Okay.
and stick it to your car. You know how
Nice.
in the associations they don't allow you to have any type of information on your car.
Uh-huh.
So you could put construction or whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
accounting on your car. Then you peel it off when you're done.
Okay.
But then once I did that, I just cut them out. So check it out. We've got
Nice.
these little ones. We've got big ones, and then these will stick on your magnet. So most of the time, when you go to your friend's house, you can reach over and look at the refrigerator.
All
and be
right.
like,
So this is how
what did you guys do with that letter that I sent you? So now you have no excuse not to stick it to your fridge.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so this is on magnet paper.
Magnetic paper, correct.
Magnetic paper. So
And
then
they come in a stack like feel. I want you to feel this, Henry.
this is a. Ooh, that is heavy.
It is, right?
That is heavy.
I think it's about 50 sheets.
Okay.
You know, and then they go right through the. So we have one loaded already.
Okay.
Now it's really important that when you load it into the tray, that you leave a couple sheets of paper in it.
Okay.
Otherwise,
why is that?
Because it'll stick to the bottom of the tray and
okay.
it won't pick up.
Okay.
All right. So you see, you want to leave just a couple sheets. Otherwise, it'll stick to the actual metal
because
tray.
of the. Oh, got you. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it is a magnet, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a magnet.
So
Okay.
you just want to throw it the print side up, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, and let's send this to print. Let me see. It's going to say changes to the paper have been made. Okay, okay. Let's see. It's printing something. I don't know what it's printing. Bella, we just printed this one. See, with different sizes, so you can kind of custom make it different sizes.
Oh, so it's coming out hot off the press.
There it is.
And look at that.
Boom.
Nice.
Ain't that pretty? So now you can either send them the sheet to your loved ones, and you can send them out.
Very
But
nice.
look at that. The
Yeah.
colors come out nice and pretty, and you can trim them with a the rolling cutters and a ruler, or you can cut them with scissors. So this one, I cut it with scissors, but they weren't your grandmother's scissors, so the edges are a little rough.
Okay.
But then this one, I cut it with the roller, and they came out.
It's more clean.
Oh yeah, they
It's
came
more
out
clean.
just really,
Yeah.
really nice.
Okay. Yeah, it's more clean on the roller. Well, we can zoom in on this if they like yeah. This is the hot off the press.
And it fed right through, no issues.
Right.
Now you want to do these one at a time, though.
Okay. You don't want to just feed a
You
whole
don't want
bunch.
to. You don't want
yeah.
to put the whole stack in there because they will stick to each other. So that's why
Okay.
I want to do one at a time.
Got it.
But this is great, and it's not just for these type of things. So imagine you have a business, right? You can actually print a bunch of little business cards, throw them into your little bags, and have people stick them to their fridge. That way, they always know
who to call.
Who to
Yeah.
call, right?
Okay. Okay. Very nice.
Like on the AC, how many do you have?
Oh, yes,
Do you
yes.
have a little sticker on your AC that
Yep,
says
all the time. All the time. The plumber.
the
AC,
plumber,
yeah,
AC,
like just-
exactly. Those
on
are the key
fridge.
informations. So
okay.
if you can advertise these and sell them to people like that, for those type of purposes.
Nice.
Those numbers, that's like the 911. Your
Yeah.
AC guy is your 911 call.
Yeah.
The plumber guy, that's your 911. You know, when that stuff starts backing up, man, you need to find that number real quick.
Yep.
You don't have time.
You don't have time to go on thumbtack to be like,
exactly.
yeah, local plumber. You gotta find that real quick.
You have to be able to
Nice.
dial it really fast. So this is a great way to brand your stuff.
Okay.
An additional way to brand, and people, if it's nice, they'll stick it on their fridge. I mean, if I had a nice sticker, it's almost like, if it's cool, you want to leave it there. It's a nice
but also
little-
just what you mentioned about from the business application standpoint.
Absolutely,
The plumbers, your AC guy. Like, so you can use this for ads, for advertising.
Sure, and this is one more revenue stream.
Right,
for
exactly.
the
So for
luminaires.
people that have this printer, you can think about how you can target those tradespeople, and then be like, hey, I can do this for
Realtors?
you. Yeah.
Realtors?
Oh yeah, they have that all the time. They
Yeah,
have that all
but
the
then
time.
what they do is they take this and they'll staple a little calendar to it. Mm-hmm. So that way that stays on your fridge with the little calendar. So
Yeah.
you can make those little things. You can
Exactly.
even print a calendar on the bottom.
Right.
You have the header, like make the whole sheet have the header with your information and have a year calendar on the bottom just so that you can, you can do so many things.
Right.
It's,
So instead of just kind of more of a crafty thing for friends and family, you can also kind of sell these to people
absolutely.
that
Sure.
need to advertise
Sure.
their services. Awesome. Okay, so do we
Do
have
we have a winner?
Do we have a winner for the tumbler?
Anybody for the tumbler? Do we have a winner? Yes, we do.
All right, who
Who it is? An hour and 16 minutes left, people, to
Yeah.
get those extreme deals. The clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. It's ticking, guys.
Yeah, so Recoma.com, go to that, go to the site for all of the deals on there. You got about an hour and 16 minutes before the site will change.
Right, and if you're interested in the larger items, you need to call in.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's the number? 404-4586?
That was the previous live number, but we can. It's gonna be. You can call 4421. All right, and then our team will be able to be on standby.
305
418
418
4421.
4421. You need to call in for the large items and speak to somebody. Or if you just want to get a little bit more information, you're kind of not sure, and you just want some clarity and, just to help you sway one way or the other.
Right. But if you have any questions and doubts, you can also drop them in the comments below. We'll be happy to answer that live. All right, so the winner for the tumbler is going to be Dwayne Haithcox 9. Is that right, Dwayne? Okay, so Dwayne, if you're there, please comment down below so we know that you're there, and then let us know, as you comment, which design you want done on the tumbler.
So we'll go through them real quick. We have the Valentine candy.
Okay.
We've got this nice like pastel kind of hearts a
Okay.
little bit. We've got these polka dot hearts.
All right, and then we have the like the Lion King and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
we've got. I got them all
you
here.
got it here. Okay.
Here, you could show some.
Okay. Yeah.
Take those. We've got the lips and hearts here.
Yeah, we got this one. What's this character again?
That's Moana.
Moana. Okay. We got this, and then where's the Lion King?
We've got this little heart one right there. It would go upside down like this with the hearts floating. All right.
We got the Lion King one here.
What's it gonna be?
Right. So let us know. You got like 6, 7 different choices.
We've got this one, the big candies. Let's see, we have this one right here, love. Here's the big hearts again. We've got this one, it says, I love you, or New Naivole.
Okay.
Oh, he wants a Lion King. All right, Lion King it is.
is.
Let's do it.
Let's do the Lion King.
Let's do it.
All
So
right.
the beauty about this, Henry, is that take 60 seconds.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. No.
60 seconds.
Wow. Okay. So
You
very
got to
quick.
pop your top off.
Okay.
Take the top off or else it'll melt. The heat press is our tumbler press Iconics. It's at 380 degrees.
Which, by the way, the tumbler press is on sale as well. I think it's only a couple $100. So if
Yeah.
you're looking to do this type of stuff with the wide toner transfer printer, you would need a heat press, either a flat press to do shirts or a tumbler press like the one that we are showing there.
Let me pick that one.
All right.
All right, so look, you take the top off.
Okay.
And you need to remember that, however the image, the tumbler stands is how you want to put the image. You don't want to do it like that. 'Cause then
Okay, yeah,
you'll
right.
spill your drink, right?
Yeah.
And there's about a 7.5 inch space. So all I have to do really, if you had a screw top, we do have some tumblers that have a screw top.
Okay.
And the screw always stops in the same area. So what you want to do is you want to have the tumbler with the top screwed in. It's going to tell you where the center line of the
you know-
front is so
right,
that when
okay.
you're drinking it, you know it's looking at you,
Right.
as opposed to having it in
Okay,
some weird
yeah,
angle,
yeah,
you know?
okay.
So make sure that if you have a screw top, you close it, and then you can align the center of that design to that seam.
Okay.
So all I have to do now is just take this and just kind of wrap it around the tumbler. And my design is only on this side and this side, so I know that it's not going to be here. And I'm just going to match the paper here. Make sure it's
Okay.
straight, all right?
Yep.
And when I look at it, I can see that I have about a 1/2 inch from the top, a 1/2 inch from the bottom, and that's it. So now I'm just going to hold it like this. No, I don't need to put tape.
Okay, I was going to ask, do you need to tape it?
No, there's a lot of people that say that you have to seal it 100, like hermetically seal it. You don't need none of that. Forget about it.
Okay.
Forget about it. Just throw it in there. All right,
All
so
right,
we're going to just put it in like this.
Okay.
Just hold it in place and put it in the tumbler press.
All right.
Just like that, and close it. Make sure I get my hand out of the way. And then we're going to hit this button, and it's going to count off 60 seconds.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So we just kind of wait, and then we'll see the magic. Yeah.
That's right. In einen Minuten, the tumbler will come out.
Okay. All right. So the guy picked Lion King. We'll put that on there and ship it out to you. Our team will get all your kind of shipping information and get all of that. So once that's done, we can ship it out to you. So really, this printer it can do a lot. It can do wood.
One more thing.
Yeah.
We talked about the DTF, right? Mm-hmm. We don't have the heat press set up right now because it just takes a little bit long to heat up. But this is the DTF portion of it. So you have the A paper.
Okay.
You marry it to the B paper, and then you get this. So
This is the final.
This
final
is
product.
the final, right?
Okay.
And it's an extra step, but it's the final product. And when it's white like that, that means that the white glue has been adhered to the image. And this is just a matter of pressing it onto a shirt with the heat press, peeling,
Okay.
and then you press it one more time and you're done. So there's a double press.
Two-step process.
Just
yeah.
like when you're doing DTF.
Okay.
So here, the tumbler is finished. It's 60 seconds. We're at 380. We're going to
Okay.
turn off the time and open it up. Now, mind you, it is very hot. But I have,
Yeah,
you know, my
heat-resistant
kung
hands.
fu. You know, when I was in the Kung Fu temple with the Shaolin monks, I used to, you know, to do the cauldron hot, and I used to dip my hands in there. So I'm able to grab stuff out of.
But don't try this at home.
Yeah, do not try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
And then look at this. Look at that. Whoop.
Oop, wow.
Feel that? That's hot. Okay.
Got me worried there for
So
a
there
second.
it is. So the tumbler, it is hot, Henry.
Yeah.
Trust me. Take my word for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you can
Listen
feel it.
to me now
Yeah.
and believe me later.
Yeah.
It's hot. So look how easy that was. So your customer
that.
came in. Your customer came in and says, "Hey, I want the tumbler."
Yeah.
Like I said, when we did the live activation, we did a couple of these, and they were, you know, really, really nice.
Nice.
And the colors actually come out more vivid on the tumbler than they do on the print. So when you're looking at it, it looks, this is a little faded, you know. But when you do a side-by-side comparison, it looks even brighter on the tumbler.
because
than
of
it does here.
probably the sheen of the tumbler.
I
or
don't know what it
something.
is,
Yeah.
man, but something about it, the heat just brings out the toner color,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah,
really
yeah.
gets it going. Now,
No,
you-
and really, as we mentioned, you can just bring this this whole stack to a fair or to,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a show, right? You don't have to bring the whole printer. You can print these beforehand. You know, 4 or 5 different choices for people to choose from, and then you can press those on the spot. Sell this for
Correct.
$25 to $30
That's right.
easily,
And-
and you know they have the choice of which one they want.
And once you do it that first time, you're gonna know which designs sell the most. So you can have
yeah.
some of those already done,
Yeah.
but still have some of these ready on the wing, you know, in case they want more of them.
Correct.
So you take your most popular design and you can print a couple of them, because I prefer to do the stuff on the spot as opposed to making a bunch of it, because then if it doesn't sell, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's way easier for me to hold on to these for later and store this than it is for me to store a bunch of these.
Right, and also this doesn't cost you as much as
Sure.
a tumbler does, you
Exactly.
know. So very you know very compact.
500 sheets of paper costs you like $2-3.
Right, right.
You can get a whole box read
Right,
for like
like-
13, 30
right,
bucks. I mean,
right.
it's
Can you show the magnets again?
sure.
Yeah. We're gonna. Someone wants to see the magnets.
Like individually or as a sheet.
Both, I guess.
So this is the sheet of magnets. Okay. And you can do different configurations. You know, it all depends on how you how you set it up. But you could print a whole calendar on this, and you know, just stick the whole thing on your fridge. All
Nice.
right, we've got that one. This one, it's just an 8.5 by 11 magnet, and you can make the sheets. You can make the whole thing, the design. If you want to have a really big one, you can do the little ones, or you can have individual ones like this and just cut them out and send them in the little postcards. Although, if you put this in a mail, in an envelope, wouldn't it stick to the mailbox? The mail carrier would have it like stuck all over his.
Yeah, but I think if you have a
bubble
padded,
wrap.
like a padded
You
envelope,
probably want to
maybe,
put
yeah.
this in a bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the mailman's got these things stuck all over his truck, or in the sorting machine as they're processing.
Right,
them,
right,
you
right,
know?
right. So
It's
as long
almost
as
like
you
then when
have
you
a-
get that thing stuck in your hand and you're trying to shake it off and it
Yeah.
doesn't come off.
Yeah. But yeah, these are. But I think what we mentioned about the advertising for like local services, you can certainly print these for those
Okay,
people.
Henry, I think your delicate hands can handle this right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, still a little bit hot, but you know it's good. So there you have it. You know, so now once that you know cools down, you can actually drink from it. Don't burn your lips on this. But there you have it. Like all we did is in 60 seconds. You said right?
60 seconds.
So printed it. You know that probably takes 10, 15 seconds to print a design. We pre-printed
The
these.
labor involved in this is so
It's
minimal.
so minimal, and
It's
then you
so
can
minimal.
sell these for $20-$30 very
This
easily.
is the hardest part right here.
Yeah, right. You gotta have some tricep action there.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna ship this out to the winner of the mug there. So congrats to you. And like I said, the I think the white toner transfer printer is really versatile, right? It can do T-shirts with these type of prints, kind of like DTF, right?
Right.
It can do sublimation. It can do these magnets. It can do on the wood and like hard surface, metal.
Oh, we have a cutting board that we did, like a charcuterie board.
Oh, nice.
You
Okay.
want me to go get it real quick?
Sure. Yeah. So really, really can do a lot, right? So all that done with one desktop toner printer. So really, the sky's the limit, and so that's why this is one of the most popular items that people want to choose because it's compact. It doesn't take up too much space, and it can do all the things that you're seeing here, all with one printer.
So look at that.
Nice. So this is done with transfer, right? This is transfer or
This is
sublimation?
hard surface paper.
Hard surface paper, but heat
paper,
transfer.
Heat transfer, right. So you just put it in your flatbed heat press and that's it.
Nice.
And, you could do anniversary, grandpa's anniversary or some type of anniversary present. A lot of realtors, what they do is they'll put this
As like a gift for your home.
for welcome home type
Yeah.
gift, so you can hang this on a little hook, my first home or something like that. So you have this nice charcuterie board. And they come out, I mean, there's so many different things that you can do with it. There are you can do koozies. You can sublimate koozies, T-shirts. You can do shirts. We have a sublimated shirt that we did. And sublimation, it lasts forever.
Yeah,
that stuff
it's bonded with
it's
the
bonded.
substrate.
It's fused in there. It's not going to go anywhere. And again, with the tumbler, with this press, I mean, this is it. Hey, I'm off to the show. I'm gonna. That's it. It's super light. It's easy. It doesn't take up a lot of space.
Nice.
It heats up in seconds. So if you have a power bank, you don't need a generator. You can literally take a power bank, turn it on, heat it up, turn it off when you're done. You don't have to leave it on all the time. So on demand kind of a thing.
I see.
And if you have a generator, you can plug that into the generator or whatever. So this is not something that draws
a
that
lot of
much,
power,
right?
yeah.
As one of the really big ones,
Okay.
So for doing little things, this is great. So that's why you can do them on the spot.
Nice. Well, you guys, we got about an hour left for the sale. You certainly can get this printer on the website at Ricoma.com. You can put it up there. It's used to be $44.95. Right now on sale until 5 p.m. today for $24.95, and then the price is going to go up a couple $100.
And look at those colors, man. That's nice colors.
Yeah. So
That
it's just
pops.
such
Look at the
a,
white.
and as Carl had demonstrated, really you just, to switch between sublimation and heat transfer and all of that, you just change out the toners, correct?
And it's so easy.
It's very little work done and low maintenance because this is not like an ink-based system.
Correct. Keep your toners in a cool, dry area. If you can, put them back in the box that they came in. So that when you're not using them, you put them. It comes in a plastic sleeve with a box. You just put them away. And again, it's just a matter of swapping them out and putting. You don't have to reconfigure anything. VividRip, which is a software that comes with it, you can tell it whether you're doing the CMYK or CMYW. There's even a white toner in there.
Yeah.
And that white toner is what's going
will
to give
print
you
this,
the white here. So notice this is white.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the design, correct?
On the design. So this is actually white ink on the design. So that's why this thing is so versatile. You do have a black toner cartridge and you do have a white toner cartridge. So you can go from CMYK to the CMYW just by swapping out that. And then when you're sublimating, you can just swap out all the cartridges, but there's no white in sublimation.
Right,
It's
only
just CMYK. Correct.
So only CMYK, but all of them is special made sublimation toner cartridges.
Correct.
So it really is 3 printers in one. You can do normal office printing with CMYK.
Yes.
You can do sublimation printing with CMYK with the sublimation toners, and you can do CMYW, which is the heat transfer DTF onto garments.
Correct.
So 3 printers all function into one.
Right.
You can do a lot of different things, and with the different types of paper, you can do a hard surface or soft surface like garments.
Right, and the thing that where you're going to save a lot on is with the sublimation bundle, you're using regular office paper.
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
this regular office paper that I just did this tumbler, I mean that's it. I just printed it on regular office paper, and you can do sublimation with this on shirts, koozies, anything that's polyester.
Yep.
You can even, I made these name tags out. You know, I digitized a 3x2 name tag, and I printed the "Hello, my name is" in red.
Okay.
And I sublimated that onto the patch.
Oh, okay.
Because the patch is made out of polyester thread.
I see.
So I was able to do sublimation
and
on embroidery.
I see.
So you can do so many things with it. And the thing I love about it is just regular paper, man. Regular office paper. You don't need special, you know, because each thing of sublimation paper is that like that magnetic paper. They come in bundles of 50, maybe 100, but you're spending 24, you know, $50 for 20 sheets.
Right, right.
So your overhead is a lot more. But with this, if you don't like it, you toss it. It uses minimum ink, and you can print out a whole bunch of these. And you store these in little bins so that you know which one to grab when the customer asks for it, and you know you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. The only thing you would need for kind of the paper for is the DTF transfers. So you wouldn't need a specialty paper.
But that comes with the machine when you buy it.
Correct.
It comes with everything you need to start.
You know, we have packs of these paper. It comes with, you know, A and B paper, 100 sheets per pack. So you can print, you know, these.
In 8.5 by 11 and 8.5 by 14. So you can get the longer legal size ones to get bigger designs.
Bigger designs. Yep, yep. Okay. All right, guys. Any questions? Drop them down in the
1
comments
hour
below.
left.
We got 1 hour left here.
Una hora.
And if we got any other questions, we'll kind of wrap things up. But you know, Carl, thank you for kind of showing us all this stuff. I hope you guys found it helpful with the embroidery demonstrations as well as the printing demos. As I mentioned, these are still on sale going till 5 p.m. today for just under $2,500. Also with free shipping. So can do, you know, all of the things that you're seeing here. If you're looking to do sublimation, you have to add on the sublimation toner kit.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. So, but it is such a game changer that you can then turn your kind of 2-in-1 printer into a 3-in-1 printer just by changing out the cartridges. So if you want to do that, you know, check it out at Ricoma.com, and you know, make sure you get that before the prices go up at 5 p.m. today. All right, Carl. I think
Sorry,
yeah.
Do you have to clean the machine, and how is the maintenance?
Yeah, like virtually zero. Virtually zero maintenance. Maybe there's some, well, you can maybe talk about.
I mean, it is a toner machine, so every now and then you might get a little bit of toner that'll spill in there, but you know, if you bang it or something like that, but it's not a big deal, you just wipe it off. There's very little maintenance to do.
Right. It's not like you have to grease something or.
There's no greasing, there's no, unlike the DTF printers, the DTG printers, even your printer at home, you have to keep those moving all the time. You have to do test prints all the time because you want that ink to flow through the lines.
But this is not ink. Right.
Because this is toner, it's just sitting there, it's not doing anything. So very rarely do you have to do something.
Right.
You know,
the only thing is probably don't keep your toner in a place where it's very. I guess
don't keep it in the shed outside.
Yeah, because then it might clump up, right? Because of the environment.
Yeah, so you want to keep your, you know, you're not going to keep this outside, so keep your toners stored next to it.
Right.
You know,
and as long as you
in
do
the
that,
office, put them back in the box, like I said, in the little bag, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
That's
there's nothing like, oh, you need to, you know, maybe swap something out. Like I said, maybe some spilled over toner that after it runs, just wipe that off.
But that's like very rare. There is it's got a self-cleaning mechanism that kind of keeps the belt clean. But if anything ever happens, you can always just clean it. It's very little maintenance on it.
Right, exactly. It's different than an inkjet system. That's
Correct.
That's why it has virtually zero maintenance.
Like my inkjet at home has clogged up on me several times because I don't use it all the time.
I see. Yeah, because the ink, you know,
but this one, you know,
solid.
you don't use it, it's right there. Then you press it, you print. That's it. Done.
Walk up ready. All right. If no other questions, guys, Carl's got to go. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of this demo, and you know, I certainly learned a lot and got hands-on with some of the freestanding lace stuff.
Yeah,
got my hands dirty. And then, you know, if you guys are looking at any of the promos, make sure to check out Ricoma.com. Our team will also put some of the links to the different products down below if you're looking to take advantage of either embroidery or printing products. Like I said, we also got everything that you see, you know, here. Whether it's the blanks, the mugs, the tumbler press. All of that is on sale, right? And the discounts will get less and less the further you wait. So phase 1 of Black November ends today at 5 p.m. So you got a little bit less than an hour left before the website prices get changed. All right, so
and you know, we haven't said any of this, but Deco Summit for next year, the tickets are on sale, and
that's right.
Right now they're at pretty much
at
the
lowest. Correct.
So
correct.
if you're interested in going to Deco Summit, it's a networking event that Ricoma does for all our customers, and you can bring your friends and stuff. But it's a very good hands-on experience where you can get to touch every single machine that we have, get to use it before you buy it. Or if you have it and you're not sure how to use it, we can teach you. If you want to learn how to do more things, we have hands-on classes.
Training. Yeah, Carl did a lot of that, and people were very impressed. Got a lot of gold nuggets of information that they can apply. So this we can only do so much in a 1-2 hour demo.
Right.
But Deco Summit is 3 days.
3
right?
days.
3
and
days
once
of
you have
information.
it, you can go to demo. So I highly recommend that if you haven't yet done so already, get yourself your Deco Summit tickets, because right now they're not going to be any lower.
Yeah. So those are on our website at Ricoma.com, also on decosummit.com if you want to check that out. We do a lot more of these hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
On sites.
Like stuff like this,
person.
we could teach you how to do stuff like this, right? If you're scared of doing it at home, you come, we'll do it for you so that you can go home all confident.
Yeah, and also you can practice on it. We can guide you to see what you're doing wrong, and you can practice on it and kind of perfect the technique that you're doing. All right. So all right, guys, we're gonna go to a short commercial break. I'll wrap things up back over at the studio desk, and then we'll have Carl join us next time. We'll probably do a couple of more of these actually, Carl, before the end of this month, because I think people like kind of seeing things in action and kind of like seeing before they buy, and we're going to be doing a lot more of these. So
try before you buy.
Yeah, drop in the comments below, in the chat below, kind of what you'd like to see in the future. We'll definitely kind of take that into consideration. So all right, thank you, Carl, and good having you on the podcast and the show again, and we'll kind of see you next time.
All righty.
All right.
Are you ready to turn your ideas into something
guys.
magical?
Don't forget,
The Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer helps you create products that stand out with bold color, crisp detail, and endless versatility. Tumblers just got an upgrade. With that Luminaris 200, you can print colorful custom designs that transfer perfectly onto poly-coated tumblers. Great for gifts, parties, or small business sales. Your tumblers will never go unnoticed. Turn any t-shirt into a masterpiece with the Luminaris 200. The Luminaris 200 makes every design unforgettable. With both two-step transfer and sublimation printing capabilities, your creative possibilities are truly limitless. Want to make custom mugs that look like they came straight off the store shelf? With the Luminaris 200, you can print vibrant full-color designs that wrap beautifully around any mug. You can also print on wood, glass, or metal, and can create stickers, magnets, and more with vibrant, professional quality results. Gift it, sell it, or keep it. Your projects will leave a lasting impression. Whether you design for fun, for gifts, or for profit, the Luminaris 200 opens the door to an entirely new world of creativity. So why wait? Your ideas deserve the right tools to bring them to life. The Luminaris 200 makes creating easier, faster, and more exciting. Whether you're producing custom apparel, personalized gifts, branded merchandise, or unique products for your business, let's make something unforgettable. Are you ready to turn your ideas into something magical? The Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer helps you create products that stand out with bold color, crisp detail, and endless versatility. Tumblers just got an upgrade. With that Luminaris 200, you can print colorful custom designs that transfer perfectly onto poly-coated tumblers. Great for gifts, parties, or small business sales. Your tumblers will never go unnoticed. Turn any t-shirt into a masterpiece with the Luminaris 200. The Luminaris 200 makes every design unforgettable. With both two-step transfer and sublimation printing capabilities, your creative possibilities are truly limitless. Want to make custom mugs that look like they came straight off the store shelf? With the Luminaris 200, you can print vibrant full-color designs that wrap beautifully around any mug. You can also print on wood, glass, or metal, and can create stickers, magnets, and more with vibrant, professional quality results. Gift it, sell it, or keep it. Your projects will leave a lasting impression. Whether you design for fun, for gifts, or for profit, the Luminaris 200 opens the door to an entirely new world of creativity. So why wait? Your ideas deserve the right tools to bring them to life. The Luminaris 200 makes creating easier, faster, and more exciting. Whether you're producing custom apparel, personalized gifts, branded merchandise, or unique products for your business, let's make something unforgettable. Are you ready to turn your ideas into something magical? The Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer helps you create products that stand out with bold color, crisp detail, and endless versatility. Tumblers just got an upgrade. With that Luminaris 200, you can print colorful custom designs that transfer perfectly onto poly-coated tumblers. Great for gifts, parties, or small business sales. Your tumblers will never go unnoticed. Turn any t-shirt into a masterpiece with the Luminaris 200. The Luminaris 200 makes every design unforgettable. With both two-step transfer and sublimation printing capabilities, your creative possibilities are truly limitless. Want to make custom mugs that look like they came straight off the store shelf? With the Luminaris 200, you can print vibrant full-color designs that wrap beautifully around any mug. You can also print on wood, glass, or metal, and can create stickers, magnets, and more with vibrant, professional quality results. Gift it, sell it, or keep it. Your projects will leave a lasting impression. Whether you design for fun, for gifts, or for profit, the Luminaris 200 opens the door to an entirely new world of creativity. So why wait? Your ideas deserve the right tools to bring them to life. The Luminaris 200 makes creating easier, faster, and more exciting. Whether you're producing custom apparel, personalized gifts, branded merchandise, or unique products for your business, let's make something unforgettable.
All right, guys, back at the computer here. So we're going to try to wrap things up. If you guys have any other questions about some of the things we did on the demos, feel free to chime in below. I'm going to try to answer them. We're also going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway towards the end to wrap things up. So stay tuned for that. So someone here asked, for DTF, how will the glue melt? So a good question. If you're doing DTF on the white toner transfer printer, it's a two-step process. You have the A paper and the B paper. Okay, so you first print the design on the clear A paper, and then you have the B paper, which have the adhesive on it. That's where the glue is. You will marry the A paper and the B paper, and then you put that under a heat press, and then you peel. Now you have a completed one transfer paper with the design as well as the adhesive on there. Then you take that design and you put it onto the substrate, like your T-shirt and jacket, and then you can heat press that on, and then you peel the sheet off. So it's a two-step process. The glue that you're talking about, it's on the B paper, and then you marry the A and the B together to be able to kind of have a complete sheet to transfer. All right, so I hope that answers your question there. Okay, with that said, guys, I wanted to kind of just recap a lot of the promos that we have going on. Quite a few of you have already gotten the both the embroidery machines as well as the white toner transfer printer. We got one person that purchased the RP200, the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer, and then we got 4 people that purchased the EM1010. So for those of you that are trying to take advantage of that, we got about 48 minutes left. Right around 5 o'clock, we're going to be changing over the site to the new prices. So make sure that you take advantage of that before prices go up. So just to recap very quickly, for things that you want to consider, we first got the EM1010 that we demoed. That's under $6,000. All right, can we put that up on the screen there? That's under $6,000, $5,995, free shipping included. All right. So we got the EM1010. We have the white toner transfer printer that I just mentioned. That one goes for $24.95. We'll put the link down below. We also have also these other embroidery machines we have on sale. The MT2001. That is a 20 needle single head embroidery machine. Used to be $15,995. Now it's going for $11,995. So you get $3,000 discount there. Additionally, we have the SWD 1501, which is kind of a wide format and single head embroidery machine. That one is also on sale for $11,995. You get $4,000 off of that. All right, so yeah, you see on the screen there, you got the that's the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer. You got the different bundles that you have there that you can choose from. $24.95 used to be $44.95. The price of $24.95 is going to go up, within about 46 minutes from here. So that's that. Can you show the two head? So you got a two head here, the MT 1502 7S used to be $24,995, now reduced to $16,995. All right, so $17,000. And for the price of a single head, you can get two heads. So a lot of people that are looking for the kind of value and the production, they're opting in for this two head machine here. So that is also on sale. That price will go up at 5 p.m. today, so within about 45 minutes. If you are looking to get financing, maybe it's a higher ticket item, you're looking to get financing, contact our sales team. Can you put the number on the screen down below in the scrolling bar? It's going to be 305-418-4421. All right, so if you want to call our sales team now, 305-418-4421. And then just click follow the prompt for sales, and we're happy to kind of get you connected with a sales rep. If you want to get financing, you will have to kind of call in and see if you qualify for low interest financing, so that you can finance these machines if it's a higher ticket item. So yeah, you see the number on the bottom of your screen there, 305-418-4421 if you want to call in and get financing. You also have the, you can purchase directly on the website if you like. So we talked about the two head. We also have the SWD 1501 if you want to showcase that. SWD 1501, that is more of a wide format embroidery machine. Used to be $17,000, now reduced to $12,000. So if you're interested in getting one of those for part of this Black November sale that we have, in this first phase, that's where prices are going to be the lowest. You can also get this. This is really good for kind of wide format embroidery, table runners, curtains. You have the sash frame to be able to do a lot of patches if that's something that you specialize in. Very good machine for and kind of extra large embroidery area. All right, largest it can go is 30 by 20. So versus some of the other machines is only 22 by 14. So 30 by 20, more than enough to do a lot of different things. Okay, last but not least, we have the MT 2001. The MT 2001, we can showcase that on the screen there. That's a 20 needle machine. Used to be $15,995, now it's $11,995. 20 needle embroidery machine, and can do hats, flats, jackets, bags, bulky items. You name it, comes with 20 needles, so you get 5 needles extra versus a 15 needle machine. And that one is on sale until 5 p.m. today also. Price will go up. It won't be $11,995 anymore after 5 p.m. You'll still get a great deal on it, but not going to be as steep of a discount. This will be the lowest the prices will ever be during this month. Okay, on the printers, we just wanted to. I talked about the Luminaris 200 for the $24.95 that you can get. Let's showcase the DTF here on the screen. The DTF 2402 Revo 2 DTF, you get used to be $24,995, now on sale for $19,995. Again, if you are looking for financing on this because it's a higher ticket item, call in to our sales team. Number is down on the screen below, 305-418-4421, and speak with a rep to get you qualified for financing. And these can go for as low as just $400 a month. You can get qualified for. Okay, so we're gonna give now that with kind of all of that recap of the sales that I mentioned, we're gonna wrap things up with a giveaway. We've got the poll up on YouTube, so we're gonna pick from a couple of different things to give away. Right? We can choose. You guys can vote, and then the highest vote will be the item that we will give away. So the first item is gonna be a pack of glitter vinyl sample plus a classic roll of vinyl, right? That's choice number one. Choice number two is going to be a dozen caps from Auto Caps. Or choice number three is going to be Maker Apparel blanks. So we're going to give you some sample blanks, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies. We'll give you some samples of the different blanks that Maker Apparel has, which is our own brand of blank apparel. Okay, so either some vinyl samples, some Auto Caps, which, by the way, the caps that we embroidered the bill on, do we have that here? That's from Auto. No, that white hat? Nope. That's all right. But the hat that we were embroidering on the bill of the cap that you saw, that was from Auto Caps. So we can give away a dozen of those hats, or some blank apparel from Maker Apparel, our Recoma's own brand of apparel. All right, or you got some vinyl from Wonder Vinyl, which is our own line of vinyl supplies. So if you want to get that, just vote on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, or if you're not on YouTube, go over to YouTube to vote, and then we'll kind of choose the choose the winner after you guys decide what prize the winner should get. Okay. So what's the let's take a look at the live poll now. What's it at right now? Okay, we've got about 10 votes in. So if you want to vote on that, we gotta vote quickly. But if you guys have any other questions, feel free to chime in. I got one question here from Catherine. I came a little late to the demonstration, but is that similar to sublimation? Oops. Catherine said, I came a little late to the demonstration, but is that similar to sublimation printing except on fabric? I'm not really sure what you're referring to. So we sublimated on the tumbler, but you can also sublimate onto fabric as well. Just got to be polyester. Okay, so sublimation only works on polyester. Catherine also said, I would love the EM1010, but I can't get finance for it for now. Contact our sales team. You know, you got the number on the screen below. If we can put that up, you know, if you want to get financing, contact our sales team. We have many different options because we work with a lot of different lenders. So, you know, for all kinds of credit profiles, we can, you know, most likely find you something that can work, either like a lease to own option or an equipment financing option. You know, contact our sales team down below. Can we put up the number? All right. So if you want to get financing and kind of be, you know, speak with someone to see what your options are, because you're not sure where your credit is or, you know, what kind of options we have. You can certainly speak to one of our sales reps. Call the number down in the screen below, 305-418-4421. Follow the prompt to go to sales, and then a rep will be able to help you and then walk you through the financing options. These are, you know, super simple applications. They're soft pulls, and you know, it can get you, you know, an idea of what you qualify for before you move on. So don't give up if you feel like, oh, I can't get finance for it. We literally work with like close to 100 different lenders, you know, through the different platforms that we have to be able to kind of get people financed. So whether you own a business, whether you are a startup, whether you are looking to do like personal financing, SBA loans, you know, we have many different sort of options. Okay, so it seems like you know, someone reached out to you to assist you. So glad to hear that, Catherine. So yeah, if you have any other questions or you know, looking to get help on financing, just let us know. All right. With that said, let's go over to the poll. We're gonna close it up now. You had enough time to vote on the winner. So all right, it's gonna be, we got 13 votes in there. The prize we're gonna give away is the 12-pack of Auto Caps. So you'll get 1 dozen blank Auto Caps shipped to you. You can use that for, you know, probably most likely for embroidery. If you're looking to embroider on caps, you can use that. All right, so with that said, guys, 36 minutes left till we change the prices on our website. If you are interested, make sure you take advantage of that. I can't stress enough that really this is the lowest the prices will ever be. Because we run for the entire month, not just Black Friday. We run Black November for the entire month, but we break it out into 3 phases. So we're in the middle of phase 1. We're on the last day, last 36 minutes of phase 1. Once that ends, it goes into phase 2. So prices are going to go a little bit higher. And then they go, once phase 2 ends, it goes into phase 3, which starts on the last week of the month. And prices go a little bit higher again. But even so, you know, throughout Black November, the prices are going to be better than before. So you're still going to get a great deal, but just not as great as if you take advantage right now and not wait. And that couple of $100 can certainly make a difference. Can be used towards your supplies to start the business, or used towards Christmas presents and other things. So if you can save a couple of $100 more now and not wait 35 minutes, then I would encourage you to do so. So if you're on the fence and you think about, definitely I'm going to get something this month, I would do it now and not wait till the prices go up. All right, even though you're still getting a great deal, why do that if you're already decided that you're going to do it now? Okay, so with that said, guys, we're gonna pick a winner for the 12 auto caps. While they pick the winner, I'm going to answer this comment here. So the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer, can I apply to golf balls? So we haven't done that, but in theory, I would think you could. You would need to get something that can heat press a golf ball, right? So you need to get it under heat. So because it's sublimation, or it's transfer. So you need to get it under a heat press. If you have like a ball press that can get the golf ball pressed, I would imagine you would be able to do that. But usually that's done with UV printing. So, but we certainly haven't tried it because I don't think there is a kind of golf ball press, a ball press that can help you kind of press the golf ball. Maybe you can use a hat press because it is curved, and then when you close it. But I would imagine that the golf ball will kind of be wedged in there in some way. So you can certainly try it out. We can see if we want to we can try it out here, but we haven't done it before, so I can't say definitively yes. But I think thinking it through and the method in which you would do it, I think it could work, just as long as you can press it and make good contact on the golf ball with a heat press. Linda Grimes asks, will the Marquee 2001 go on sale? So right now we do not have the Marquee 2001 on sale. So that is not one of the machines that we have on sale right now, because that is one of the latest models that we have launched. So that is kind of like the latest and greatest. But if you contact our sales team and you're looking, depending on how you're looking to pay for it, and whatnot, we can see how we can help you out. Certainly, we can offer you free shipping. So that's on all of our machines, but just no heavy discounts on the Marquee 2001, because that is a newer model. Tina Lowry says, Ricoma is always there to help you. Thank you so much for that. Great. Okay. I think that's it for the questions. All right, we're gonna pick the winner of the 1 dozen auto caps blanks, and hope you put them to good use. The winner is gonna be Aurora Melendez Santoyo 6842 from, I assume, from YouTube. So if you're there, please go ahead and comment down below. We'll also type in the winner down in the comment below. And congrats to you. We'll get your information and ship that out to you. Just make sure you comment that you're here So we confirm that you're here before we confirm the winner. Someone asked on YouTube, is the heat press 16 by 20 auto ready, or is the heat press 16 by 20 auto ready to use out of the box? I've watched the video and it comments about an update. Not sure if I have to supposed to update the heat press when I receive it or if I am. No, so that it does come out of the box. There are firmware updates that we do, on a regular basis if there are updates needed. So that was probably an older video that it needed to update the firmware for certain things, but you don't need to do the firmware update out of the box. It comes ready to go with the latest version. Which, by the way, the heat presses are on sale too. They're roughly about between 20 to 50% off, depending on the heat press. The tumbler press that we showed is on sale. The flat heat press, 16 by 20, 15 by 15, auto open. They're all on sale on the website. You'll see the original price and the now sale price on the website. So if you're looking to add on a heat press or add on different presses to your arsenal, make sure you check out on Ricoma.com. Okay, so the winner is here. So great. We'll get your information or follow the instructions down below. Please send an email to our team so that we can get in contact with you and kind of get your shipping address and all of that, and we'll ship that out to you. And then congrats to the winner of the tumbler, the customized tumbler with the Lion King design on there that they chose. We'll ship that out tomorrow to you as well. Before we wrap up, I did want to mention that, look, if you are in the market for a machine, right? Obviously, we got great deals going on these brand new machines that we have in stock. We also have certified pre-owned models. So many times people trade in their used machine for an upgrade, or we use a lot of these different models for trade shows, for Deco Summit, right? We use a lot of those machines. So those are not considered brand new, and they're considered like floor and demo models. Now, there's also certified pre-owned models that people have traded in, or we take to different shows and have used them quite a bit. So depending on the condition and the year of the machine, there are great deals happening during Black November for certified pre-owned and demo models also. So like the floor models. So if you're thinking about, hey, I want to kind of get a machine, maybe I want to save a little bit of money. If you didn't know that Ricoma had certified pre-owned and demo floor models, well, now you know, right? So for that, because we have a very specific inventory list, you can either check it out on our website, which we have some of the models on there and their prices. But if you want to get financing on those, contact our sales team, right? Contact our support and sales team, and they will be able to guide you with the financing. You can call the number down on the screen below, 305-418-4421, and they can walk you through, like, hey, I have this specific model that you're looking for that's available. Or you can just ask them, hey, what 15 needle single heads do you have available that's a floor or a demo model? And then they can look into the inventory list and tell you, hey, I have a 2022, I have a 2023, 24, a 25, barely used, right? It's just used for our showroom. So they'll kind of give you the condition of the machine and tell you the corresponding price, right? And that's already going to be a discount off of brand new prices. That's already discounted even further. So not only are you getting discounts off of the original price of MSRP, you're getting further discounts because it's a floor model or certified pre-owned, which, if it's a certified pre-owned model, it goes through our rigorous inspection process, because we take every machine in, we make sure that we calibrate it. Any parts that need to be refurbished or replaced, we do that, and we run the same tests that we do on the certified pre-owned models as we do on the new models, to make sure that they're working. So they go through a rigorous testing process and an inspection process, right? There's going to be probably, most of the certified pre-owned ones are going to have some cosmetic damages, right? Maybe the paint is chipped off, right? But that's where the savings are. So, but functionality wise, it doesn't have, any dings or any issues. That's already pre-checked. So from a quality standpoint and a usability standpoint, you don't have anything to worry about. There might be some cosmetic damages, and also, been used and for trade shows or a trade-in. Might be an older model, 23, 24. So depending on the condition and the year of the machine and the model of the machine, we have different prices, for those certified pre-owned models. And the demo models are going to be, more slightly more expensive, but also because they're less used, less stitch count on them, and just used for trade shows and for our showroom for demos and things like that. So some of them are for training, like some of the machines that we've been training on. You can take advantage of that and get know that the machine works, because we use it for training, we use it for videos, and then it's dialed in, and then you're getting a good discount on top of the already discounted prices for this month. All right, so if you didn't know that, now you know. And if you're looking for financing on those particular pre-owned and floor models, contact our sales team, and they can walk you through financing options. We also have financing options on pre-owned and floor models. All right. Betty Cervantes asks, I came in live late. Have you talked about embroidery machines? What do you recommend for beginners? So again, depends. That's a bit of a loaded question, but I think there's certainly you should go with a single head machine. It just depends on which model you go with. I would generally recommend that you go with the largest and most capable model within your budget price. Okay, so we have EM1010 that's at $6,000. Discounted from $9,000. We have the MT2001, that's a 20 needle machine, 40 commercial machine, for $12,000, discounted from $16,000. We have the SWD 1501, a 15 needle single head machine, but large embroidery area, and that is discounted from $17,000 to $12,000. So you're getting a good deal there. So those are a couple of options that you can consider for a good value, and just for someone just starting out. I would say that, like I said, it really depends on what type of item you're looking to embroider. If you're looking for embroidering on larger items, or want to maintain the flexibility to be able to do so if something comes up, if someone asks you about it, then certainly you want to go with a larger machine, larger embroidery area, right? That would be either the SWD 1501 or the MT2001, both of which are at $12,000. Okay, and then if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, just starting out, I'm not really doing super large designs. 12 by 8 inches is fine, and that would be the EM1010. That would be the EM1010 10 needle entry-level machine for $5,995. So we got that on sale for the next 24 minutes. All right, thank you to also Andre Young. Andre Young, thank you for purchasing the EM1010. Thank you for placing that order just now. So we got quite a few, 4 or 5 people jumping in last minute before the prices go up. So they will go up by $500. I'll tell you that now, right? So they're gonna be, instead of $5,995, they're gonna be $64.95 once the clock hits 0. It's going to go up $500. So, why pay $500 more if you're going to get it anyways? So if you're thinking about it, or if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll probably, end this live stream a little bit earlier than the countdown, but if there's no other questions. But if you do, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them before the clock goes to 0, and then all the prices on the website changes. Okay, so so for Betty, if you're looking to do caps, hats, and small areas, I would certainly recommend the MT2001 or the SWD 1501, both of which are $12,000 on sale. They'll also go up by $500 each once the clock hits 0. So those will be the two that I would recommend, because you're looking to do hats. It's better embroidery area on hats. Small areas. It's a lot more space for you to embroider. It can also embroider bulkier items Okay, so like bags, jackets, things of that nature. So if you have the budget for it, it is twice as much as the EM1010, but you're not going to be limited. Okay, and you also have financing options available. If you call our team, the number is down below on the screen there, 305-418-4421, and they can walk you through financing options if you don't want to pay everything up front. All right, Vadi Threads asks, what machine do you recommend to sew patches on hats? I would recommend either the KS810, if you want to pull that up on the website, KS810, or the KS335A. All right, so we'll go through the KS810 first. Okay, so KS810, it's a post bed sewing machine. Okay, post bed single needle sewing machine. We'll put it up on the screen so you see how it looks like. But essentially, you're able to put the front of the cap, and then you can manually guide it to sew on any patches. That's one of our best sellers. Also on sale now. It used to be $1,700, over $1,700. Now it is just for $1,025.99. That one is a single needle post bed lock stitch sewing machine, and then you can see on the picture there, you can see how you can put the front of the cap, on the post that's sticking out, and then you can sew on the cap, sew on the patch that way. All right, so that's one way to do it. And then we also have the KS335A. So if you're gonna go to that one, so KS810 is one of our best sellers. KS335A also one of our best sellers. Just depends on how your preference is. This one is a cylinder bed. So instead of a post bed going up, this is kind of like a sewing arm. You can see that it's like a sewing arm. So you can kind of hoop the hat, not hoop the hat, but you can kind of thread it, in the way that the front of the cap goes on the sewing arm, and then you can rotate the sewing machine to have the needle go up and down and sew the patch on. So you can either put it on the post or put it in a cylinder bed like this. So both are very good for stitching on patches onto caps, and we've done that with either one of these machines. So they're right around the same price. This one also used to be $1,750. Now it's only $1049. So you're getting over $700 off on this machine here also. Okay. All of that will go up in price as soon as it hits 5 p.m. Okay. Any other questions here? Nope. I think that's it. So as I mentioned, what's the timer on? So we got about just under 20 minutes, guys. Just under 19 minutes now before prices will change. So I'm gonna, because there's no other questions. I hope I answered all of them. And if you're looking to get any of these machines, make sure you get them before the prices go up. All of these machines will go up in price. So whether it's the embroidery machine, the white toner transfer printer, the DTF printer, as I mentioned, we also have demo and the floor models available, certified pre-owned models available. So just call into our sales team if you're wondering, like, hey, what inventory do you have on those certified pre-owned models? I want to save a couple of $1,000, right? So that's going to be even more savings on top of the already discounted savings that you're getting on the website for brand new machines. So again, some of these, if you want something that's a little bit newer, barely used, we have floor models that just used for showrooms and trade shows. If you want even steeper discounts, depending on the year and the condition of the machine, we can even give you steeper discounts. All of that are priced out, with our sales team. So if you want to call in for that, we'll be happy to help you out. You can also check out some of the pre-owned and as the certified pre-owned and floor model inventory on our website at Ricoma.com. We have some of the inventory there, but for a more comprehensive list, you can call our sales team and you can get financing on the certified pre-owned and floor models. Okay. All right. So we got about 17 minutes left until the prices go up. We're going to be doing another live stream, another one or two actually before the end of this month. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for joining this one. And keep in mind, we got the sales going on. Keep checking your emails for when the next live is going to be. We'll probably be doing more demos, giving more great deals to offer you on the live stream and take advantage of. So stay tuned for the next one. We'll be announcing that very shortly. But for the next 15 minutes, make sure you take advantage of any of these promos that I mentioned. They are going to go up, and the price is not going to go back to where it is today. So for the hundreds of you that have already taken advantage between the first of the month and now, congrats to you, and you got in the lowest prices for the entire year, or possibly ever that we've seen. So certainly you got in on a great time. And thank you to those couple of you, I think 5-6 of you that have ordered the white toner transfer printer and the EM1010s, last minute on this live stream before the prices go up. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll kind of get that in the queue and get that shipped out to you as soon as possible. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that you enjoyed this live stream with me and Carl. We'll be doing more of that coming up soon. And Carl is a wealth of knowledge that's able to demonstrate a lot of things. So definitely ask your questions while he's live. Okay. So thank you so much for joining. We'll put all the deals down below. Check them out before they expire. And looking forward to starting off phase 2 of Black November right now in the next 10-15 minutes, and then we're on to the next wave of savings. So if you are watching this at a later time, make sure you don't miss out again on phase 2. All right. So thank you guys for joining, and see you next time.